tonight on JG9 Live. Tonight on JG9 Live, we have what might be the biggest game of the season. One of the greatest rivalries in the sport and two of the best teams in the sport battle for first place in the NFC East. In one corner are the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending NFC champions sitting at 10-2 and looking to all but wrap up the division with a win today. In the other corner, the Dallas Cowboys at 9-3, looking to avoid a sweep and make the battle for the #1 seed in the division title a dogfight. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles against Dak Prescott on the Cowboys, right here on JG9 Live. All right, and on that note, the correct intro, I don't know what happened there. I saved it. I don't know what exactly happened, but we are good to go now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to JG9 Live for what might be the biggest game of this season, and I do not say that lightly. This is a good one, folks. The 10-2 Eagles, the 9-3 Cowboys, big rivalry, first place in the division on the line. It's going to be a good one. It is going to be a good one. So thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Jaguar9. Thank you for tuning in on this stream. We're going to be doing some live play and color commentary on the game between the Eagles and the Cowboys. I do have bad news about this. So here's the thing. I used to, actually, hang on. I'll do Shawshank with a 5 first, starting things off strong. Thank you so much, Shawshank. Thank you so much. Was the Jags' 2-point attempt a dumb decision? I do not think so. With the way our defense was playing, which was not good, and I will get to that in the post-game thing. If that game went into overtime, we were not getting the ball back. I had no problem doing that. Plus, like, recovering the onside kick was going to be slim anyways, so I had no problem with that. But thank you so much for the 5. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. So like I was saying, the bad news with this is that, with Amazon Prime, with the Thursday Night Football streams, I could watch on my computer, and there'd be no delay. We found that out. Like, there was no delay whatsoever. Problem here is that if I try that with Peacock on my computer, it recognizes that I'm streaming, so I can't watch it on my computer. I have to watch it on the TV, which means that there will be that regular delay. So just keep that in mind. But for those of you who have never been to a JG9 live stream before, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be doing live playing color commentary on the game. How the game works is, or how this works is like this. Ask me any questions you want about anything at all in the chat. I will be happy to answer about anything and everything. Any donations, I get to your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see the questions. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a YouTube member, thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a fan of the channel. Like Nick Brenneman for 2 months now. 2 awesome months with you. Here's some for 20 more. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nick, for the support. But again, any donations, I get to your question right away. Like Michael Hodel with the 5. Thank you so much. Hey, JG, hope you're well along with the rest of the JG fam. Grinding Grubhub tonight. Frank be with you. Already, he already is with the intro. Yeah, Frank. We're going to just blame that on Frank. So it's funny. So, like, I had the clip in. It's the same screen, but I just put, like, the different intro and I swap it out based on the game. And I hit the save button. I think I had to double hit save, and I only single hit save. So that was a bit of an error on my part. So we're all good now, though. I did have an actual intro for that game. There was no way I wasn't going to for the biggest game of the season. So with that being said, any questions, fire away in the chat. If you're a YouTube member, use those emojis in the stream. We have the Eagles, the Cowboys. We also have NBC as well. There we go. Eagles, Cowboys, and NBC. We have those emojis if you want to use them for the game. We also have the Krusty the Crown. What the hell was that? We have blind referees. Hopefully we don't have to use those a whole lot tonight, but With the officiating today, you never know. With the officiating as of late, you never know. So keep all that in mind. If we do hit certain stretch goals, I do certain things. The first one, if we hit 250, I have a Bears jersey that's in the mail that is coming in the next week. It's a Browns orange Mushin Muhammad jersey. I'm actually really excited to bring that one out. But 250, I will wear whatever jersey you want me to for the next stream. 500, I will edit the episode of Dumb Decisions live on the air, which might be about this game. We'll see, but I'm definitely doing one on the Ravens game with the challenge by Harbaugh that you can't challenge because it was a touchdown. You're not allowed to challenge that. So I'm going to do a video on that because that was just free money right there. That was free money. And, oh, man, I'm going to regret saying this. The big one. If we hit 1,000 on any of these streams in the next 3 games, so Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, man, I'm going to regret saying this. Screw it, we're going to do the Jaguars game, Sunday Night Football. If we hit 1,000, it will take a lot. Obviously, we never come close to that, but if we do hit 1,000 for whatever reason, I'll do the Sunday night game. So, we'll see. I'm definitely doing post-game next week, but the game itself, not going to do it unless it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, tomorrow night is our Monday night doubleheader stream. We're doing both games of the doubleheader at the same exact time. It's going to be chaotic, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be a blast. All right. So with that being said, let's see what's happening in this stream. JJ is a legend. Thank you so much, Christian. Thank you so much for that. That was one of the dumbest games I've ever watched as a Vikings fan, but I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take a win. First shutout win since 2017 against the Packers. Yeah, that was the weirdest 3-0 game I've seen. At least like Steelers-Dolphins, when that was 3-0, you had the excuse of it was raining like crazy. And the field conditions was terrible. This was a perfect day. It was insane. Made a video about the Vikings roast highlights, longest video, nice. Yeah, $1,000, and I'll do a Jaguars game. Canadian Sports Zero plagiarized something from JG9 with the if I had a nickel. That was Phineas and Ferb. That wasn't from me. That was from Phineas and Ferb. That's not plagiarism at all. That's a common meme. That's a very, very common meme. I think Buck and Aikman are doing Packers Giants, and Orlovsky is doing Titans Dolphins, because I think Packers Giants is the ABC game. Yeah, rest in peace to Frank Wycheck. Tragically passed away. I know he was dealing with some stuff for a while. So hopefully he's in a better place now. Very, very good tight end. I mean, his voice was iconic. Besides the fact he was a great player, his voice with the Titans was absolutely iconic. Like, he was one of the most memorable. He's right there with Allen and Merrill Reese as like some of the most memorable radio announcers for a specific team. So he's gonna be missed. But I know he's been dealing with some stuff for a while. So hopefully he's in a better place now. But yeah, God bless Frank Wycheck. Absolutely tragic. It seems like this season there's been a whole lot of truly dreadful games. It definitely does feel that way. I mean, you don't think Raiders Vikings was great? Let's see. Gonna watch the Family Guy AI live stream. I do like those Family Guy AI live streams. The SpongeBob one was good. A 70-minute scoreless tie would have been amazing. It would have been amazing. Saturday! Yes! Oh, yes! I forgot there was a triple header on Saturday. I forgot about that. Triple header. Yeah, I'm doing all 3 games. I'm doing all 3 games on Saturday. I forgot about that. We're at that time of year. So Monday, Thursday, Saturday, I'm doing a triple header. All 3 games. I know that Tom Grossi is doing his charity stream on Saturday. I don't know if that means like he does games during that one. But I might be the only one doing games necessarily. So hopefully you guys come to that and obviously support Tom Grossi's for a phenomenal cause. There we go. Damn, not member for 3 months now. Thank you so much. Marc-Andre Fleury looked good to give the Wild a 3-0 win in Vegas over the Golden Knights. I did not see that game, but anytime you get a shutout in hockey, you probably play pretty well as a goalie. BW Fogg with a tour. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Fulham has won 2 straight 5-0 games. I don't know where that came from. With the Cottagers. I don't know where it came from. Because this offense was absolutely inept. And over the last 4 games, I mean, you scored 3. You got against Wolves. You got 3 past Liverpool. You got 5 on Nottingham. You got 5 on West Ham. A good team, too. I mean, Kearney's back in the lineup. Jimenez looks very, very good. I thought without Mitro, we'd be struggling, but we're pretty much right where we left off, which is actually kind of impressive. I'm actually kind of amazed. So, yeah, I'm really happy. I mean, Silva's a phenomenal manager. Silva's phenomenal. Shawshank with a $5. Thank you so much. Dumb decisions on DG's response. Yeah, I'll definitely address that, because that's going to come up a lot in the chat, and I have no problem with that. Yeah, I love that he called me out for taking clips of his, not realizing the irony in that. I love that. I absolutely love that. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. Who else has been a member for 3 months? Joseph M. Thoughts on Twinkleham Stadium? Thoughts on Twinkleham? It's not as nice as Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium is a much nicer stadium than Twinkleham. All right, let's see what else we got in the chat. Again, going in order of the questions that I see. As someone that has worked in academia for a decade, published a few things, soundboards, lazy plagiarism ticks me off. Yeah, and the support I've gotten on that video, because I was debating whether to make that vid. I was debating, because again, he never did anything to me personally. Maybe like indirectly in terms of his content negatively impacting sports careers, but like he never directly stole from me. So I was debating whether, do you get involved in this? Do you do anything like that? But I figured it was a video that had to be made, just because it made, besides the fact that it made all of us look bad in the industry for either not calling that out or for letting that happen or for having stuff like that happen. I really want to highlight the smaller creators and the larger creators, but the smaller ones that are doing things the right way, like Forgotten Places, great channel, like Hardware Pod, like Walk Off Studios. There are so many great sports history channels out there doing things the right way and aren't just lazily doing stuff on Wikipedia. And when one of us does well, we all do well. That's the thing. It's a very tight-knit community. When one of us does well, we all do well. Like I said at the start of that video, 99% of us, like, we're super tight. Like, I have helped Brett Coleman fight copyright claims. I've helped 5 Point fight copyright claims. I've helped Barry fight copyright claims. I've talked with And That's Baseball and Perna and 5 Point on thumbnails and what. Like we collaborate all the time. We chat all the time. It's a very tight-knit community. It's like a brotherhood. And the support I've gotten from other creators saying thank you for making that vid, really, it meant a lot to me. I'm very proud of how that video came out. I'm very proud of how that video came out. So, I didn't know, because it was such a... Because, again, my platform was built on NFL history. It was not built on, quote-unquote, YouTube drama. It wasn't built on that. So, I was very skeptical when I hit publish what was going to happen. And the response has been overwhelmingly positive for the most part. And I can't thank you guys enough for that, really. I can't thank you guys enough. And like I said, for anyone that is creating videos and doing things the right way, that's doing things, original content, and making their opinions known, and like teaching me stuff about sports history that I never knew. Really, you guys mean a lot to me. You guys mean a lot to me. And I would never even think about wasting your time with just reading Wikipedia articles. I would never even think about that. $10 from Peter Hamby. Thank you so much. Seeing all these dumb decisions done by McCarthy. Are you surprised at the amount while coaching the Cowboys over the Packers, if there were any that he's done donning the cheesehead? I didn't have the channel when he did the dumb decision with the Packers. I'm sure there would have been a ton that I just didn't pay attention to necessarily. In terms of like managing the clock and whatnot, but I'm surprised by how many. It's like every single week with some of McCarthy. And the funny part is, like, they're winning games. Like, he's a good coach. He just has his brain just turns off in the worst possible spots. That's the funniest part. So it just turns off in the worst possible spots. Watching JG's video was like watching her nephew take on the bully you didn't know existed. Yeah. I will say, I would not make that video without H-Bomber guy coming out and saying that that was the impetus for me to be like, okay, I got it. Let me throw my hand to the ring, because now this feels like it impacts all of us at this point. Yeah, defense for the Jags. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. That is bad. It was bad. End of the first half of the 49ers Seahawks. I mean, Shanahan's kind of like that. I mean, I would have tried to get the ball back, but I mean, DK Metcalf is such a good deep ball receiver that if you connect once and give the Seahawks a chance to score, I get it. I wasn't crazy about it, but I get it. I get it. Vito with the fiber, thank you so much. May I have permission to use your logo to create an NBA 2K24 JG9 inspired? Of course! Of course! Absolutely use my logo for that. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the fiber, and thank you so much. As long as that team is not based in Tennessee or Indianapolis, you're good. If it's a Jacksonville team, I would love that. If it's a Jacksonville team, I would love that. Just don't put me in Tennessee and change my colors to blue and red. Just don't do that. 690 from Mike Sorso. Thank you so much. Ex-journalist and plagiarism victim here. Thank you for the video about DG. I watched the whole thing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was skeptical like putting out like a 100-minute video like that, but or 110-minute video, however long it was. But I was like, I don't want to leave any stone unturned. I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it right. I gotta lay out all the evidence. And I didn't even lay out all the evidence. Like there's more videos that I missed that people have pointed out to me, like the failed Olympic spid. There was another stadium vid that I didn't touch on. There's a lot. There's a lot of content. There's a lot of content. It'll be based in Phoenix. Even better. Even better. The most tropical of all cities. Tropical paradise. Or Moscow, Idaho. I will say I saw like I watched the game. I watched that game yesterday. I don't know why Albany scored at the end. I think I don't know. You just go down at the very end to go down. Idaho had no timeouts, so I even risked that. But look, Kibbie Dome is nice. I do honestly like the Kibbie Dome. I would like to visit the Kibbie Dome someday. Their loyal fans or something. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is that I alerted him when the video came out. I alerted him earlier in the week. I didn't use my real email. I didn't use my real email because that's attached to the channel. Like it has my logo, it has the channel and everything. So it was like, okay, that the jig would be, not the jig would be up, but it's like, I had a feeling he was going to go public with it before it even came out. So I didn't want anything like that to happen. But I did let him know earlier in the week, I'm working on this video. Notice this, and this. Do you want to say anything, your side of the story or anything like that? So he knew it was coming, and I said it was going to drop on Saturday. It dropped as he was streaming, I think. So none of his fans watched the video at that time. But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, the Cherry Bowl too. Like you do a video on that, you just skim the Cherry Bowl. The Cherry Bowl story is fascinating. I've been meaning to do a video on JGA on that for a while. The Cherry Bowl, the amount of money that, like, they were giving away tons of money to the teams participating in them. They didn't have that money. It was amazing. It was an amazing dream. Basically, it was like a Fire Fest was a bowl game. The Cherry Bowl was like a Fire Fest was a bowl game. It's a fascinating story that if you did anything more than 5 seconds of research, you'd realize, oh, this goes like really, really deep. A Tom the Shadows JJ9 crossover, I would love that. Look, Tom the Shadows is like one of my all-time favorite channels. So I've been watching this since late 2011, early 2012, since 9th grade. So yeah. Shawshank with a 2-er, thank you so much. How about 6 teams at 7-6 in the AFC? I have no clue how that's going to play out. I have no clue. I mean, Buffalo, I think their schedule is a bit too tough. But then again, I don't think they're going to be KC, so I don't know. I think it's going to be Cleveland. I think it's going to be Denver and one of Houston or Indianapolis. I think that's what it's going to be. Your 3 wild cards are probably going to be Cleveland, Denver, and one of Houston or Indy. Whoever wins the Week 18 game. The Niners lateral play, I did not see that. No. No, he should not go to jail. He should not go to jail. No. No, that's not a criminal thing. It's a civil thing. It's not a criminal thing. Otani, $700 million. Yeah. Look, the Dodgers have the money. Is any player worth $700 million? It's up to you to decide that. But then again, the Dodgers have a boatload of money that I don't think it's going to impact them. You just want to build talent at that point. I'm disappointed, though, that he's staying in the NL West. I really want him to go anywhere else. I don't want to have to play against him for the next decade. Yeah, no, it's completely valid. I didn't misinterpret. Like, I said a fake name, but I said independent news reporter. I did say that. I even gave him the YouTube channel. Like, I blurred out the name, but I gave him everything from the YouTube channel. I'm going to close the poll here. 53% of you riding with the Eagles to win this one. Not too familiar with that lawsuit. Kickoff fielded in the end zone, and here we go. Taken out by Turpin to the 20. He's still going down at the 24-yard line. Brought down eventually on the play by Eli Ricks, and the Cowboys will take over the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, we got the running clock. We got the scoreboard. Everything is good to go. You know, I let him know everything I was doing. That's the funniest part. I literally gave him the game plan. I mean, YouTube does demonetize channels that are reused content, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't think anything's going to happen. 1st down, Prescott escapes the pocket. He's now firing on the run, checks it down to his running back, Tony Pollard. Pollard down to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play before he is brought down by Fletcher Cox. Make it 2nd and 4. You know, it's not like it's a team that usually doesn't spend giving him money. Like, the Dodgers can afford $700 million. Especially because they play in a super large stadium, too, and that stadium is going to be sold out every night that Ohtani's pitching. 56,000 people every single night that Ohtani's pitching. Yeah, it's going to be... They'll make that money back to some extent. Pollard on the catch. He's going to be marked just short of the 1st. So back-to-back catches by Tony Pollard, the running back. He had 3 catches last week in that game against Seattle. 68 rushing yards. Involved early on here as it's 3rd and 1. You do not bring rocks against a man that carries a machine gun. It's like I had the law textbook. I was like, yeah. Dodgers Stadium doesn't sell out anyway. Not all the time. I mean, for some games, but 56,000 people, you're never going to get that all the time. 3rd inches, they hand it off. It's going to be a 1st down to the wide receiver, Turpin. He's still going to the 50, 45, out of bounds to the 42-yard line. They give it to Turpin. He's forced out by Slay, but not before he gets to Philly territory. After a gain of 24 yards, Kevontae Turpin. His 9th rushing attempt of the season. The former USFL man. They really wanted to get him involved in the offense more this year. Last year he played pretty much exclusively on special teams and was phenomenal at it. He made the Pro Bowl, best returner in football, but this year they're trying to get him involved a bit more in offense. He's got quite a few catches to his name, 3 receiving touchdowns, rushing touchdown, and a huge gain there to the 44. Handoff goes to Pollard, his 1st carry of the game, breaks a tackle. He's got the 1st down after a gain of 11, brought down by Reed Blankenship, down to the 32-yard line. Remember when Dodger Stadium was built 80 years ago? Yeah, on all that vacant land that they didn't just use eminent domain to acquire. Yeah, MLS final was fine. I mean, I'm a bit biased because last year's final was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in my life. So this was still a good game, but it doesn't compare to what happened last year. In that game between the Union and LAFC was maybe the greatest game in MLS history. That was insane. Handoff goes to Dowdle, his 1st carry of the game. Dowdle down to the 31. Gain of 2 on the play. Rico Dowdle on the run. He had 5 carries, 15 yards last week. Shawshank with a 2-er. Thank you so much, LeBranton James. Oh, man. I was like, I can't, like, that was just a fake email account that I created. It was like, oh, God. I love how he went from, like, thinking it's a scam to realizing, oh, this might be real. Dowdle, handoff up the middle for the 2nd straight play. Goes down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7, 3rd and 1. You went to the first 2 MLS Cups ever? Really? Wow. You were at that game in 96? It was a wet day, too, at Foxborough. That was like the rainiest match I've ever seen. Like, obviously I wasn't alive, but like I've seen the replay of it with DC United and whatnot. That was the rainiest game I've ever seen for soccer. I can't believe you were there. That's a nice little piece of history. 3rd and 1, QB sneak up the middle. It is a 1st down. Prescott needed a yard. He got 2 down to the 22-yard line. That is awesome, man, that you were there. That is awesome. I've been to 2 MLS games in my life. I want to go to more. I've been to 2. If Phoenix gets a team, I'm going to every game. That's not on Sundays, obviously. But I went to a Red Bulls game at Giants Stadium. I forget the year. Might have been 2010, 2009, 2010. I forget what year it was. Prescott fires out route. Did Lamb keep the feet in bounds? They're going to say no, he did not. CeeDee Lamb Could not keep the feet in. Had a monster game last week. 12 for 116 and a touchdown. Brings up 3rd and 8. Brings up 2nd and 10, I should say. That's what I meant to say. And I went to one, I think it was at Red Bull Arena. It was against San Jose. Checks it down on a swing to Pollard. Pollard to the 15, pushed out of bounds, just 1 yard short of the first down. Push up by Mario Goodrich. And it was against, I believe it was against San Jose. It was 2012. That was the game that Rafa Marquez afterwards got suspended like 4 games. Like, they didn't call a red card at the time, but like, I think he bit someone? I forget what exactly it was, but I remember he got suspended afterwards for a long time. If you remember that game, let me know. 3rd and 2. They send 4. Prescott in the pocket. He escapes the pocket. He's got room to run if he wants, and he's going to fire. CeeDee Lamb! CeeDee with the TD, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is. If the play stands, it is going to be CeeDee's 8th touchdown of the season, but based on the reaction by Mike McCarthy, I think this one's coming back. We'll probably plagiarize a response video, just have ChatGPT do it. And they're going to pick up the flag. It is a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb is 8th of the season. 91st grab. He's got 1,200 yards, the 2nd most in football right now. And the Cowboys on their opening drive strike first in this revenge game. CeeDee Lamb, what an amazing route there. Prescott escapes the pocket. A beautiful block there, allowing him to escape the pocket by Tyler Smith. Big Tiger, 3 months as a member. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about what happened to the Jags. Y'all don't deserve this. Hopefully Trevor heals up and goes ham on the Ravens. Also, Houday, yeah. Thank you for winning today. We needed that. Bengals and Jets gave us a lifeline today. Bengals and Jets give us a lifeline. Look, I got nothing against Bengals. Look, you guys didn't injure us. Our own teammate injured us. Our own teammate injured us. Trevor played fine. Trevor was good today. Trevor was fine today. Well, we'll talk about the game after. I'm more worried about the defense. Trevor is going to be fine. Trevor, you couldn't... If you didn't know any better, you wouldn't think anything. If you didn't know any better, you wouldn't think anything. I got the bot. We're good. We are good. Haven't heard anything about Stroud, though. Haven't heard anything... No, he got hurt. I don't know. I'm thinking it was concussion. I don't know exactly. I mean, his head hit the ground very, very hard. So I don't know what exactly that was about, but hopefully he's okay. Every quarterback is going down. Joe Flacco is back. I mean, look, he did what he had to do. He played well. He didn't make any crazy throws, though. Everyone was just wide open. Everyone was wide open within 10 yards. Anytime he had to throw deep down the field, he got nothing. I don't know if he's back, but look, I'm not taking anything away from him. He played very well. He did what he had to do today. I wouldn't say he's back. Concussion protocol. Okay, that's what I thought. Hopefully he's okay. Jags, Browns. Will that be featured in dumb decisions? No, there was nothing really in that game. The 2-point conversion at the end, I had no problem with. I really had no problem with that. I mean, we did stupid things. We're going for 2, and then we take a delay of game penalty. Like, come on. Adam Gostis encroachment on 4th and 6 when they're punting the ball. Like, you're not blocking. What are you even trying to do? Why are you jumping? You just have to stand there. Literally, you just have to stand there. You don't have to do anything. Yeah, that game was so frustrating. Turnovers galore. It took 4 hours to play. We can't tackle. I'll go over that in the post game, but yeah, the refs were not good. They didn't make a difference. Like, besides, I mean, the Zay Jones hold was egregious. I don't know how they missed that. The other bang bang calls, I had no problem. They were pretty consistent. The Zay Jones hold was brutally a missed call. That was blatantly missed. I don't know how they missed that. Then again, the end zone pass to Parker Washington at the very end. That wasn't PI, so I guess it evens out. And that should have been a pick. Or it was a pick, so I guess it evens out. Lim Report with a 2-er. Thank you so much. Are the Chiefs now in trouble? I would say yes. Their receiving core is so bad. And we knew it was bad. but it's really, really bad. It's really bad. 606, 12. There we go. All right, Aubrey kicking off. This one will go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Eagles take over the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. KC only one game ahead of Denver, yeah. Who saw that coming? Who on earth saw that coming? I mean, Denver, I think, is making the playoffs. I know there's a lot of teams at 7-6, but like I said at the start of this stream, I think the 3 wildcard teams are... I think the division leaders are going to hold. And the wildcard teams are going to be Cleveland, Denver, and one of Houston or Indy, whoever wins Week 18. You know, Army's actually been passing the ball a lot this year. Like, relatively speaking. Army actually can throw the football to some extent this year. It's not your usual Army-Navy. Swift, handoff up the middle, gain of 4. DeAndre Swift has been phenomenal at the start of the season, but very quiet as of late. Last game against the Niners, 6 carries, 13 yards. That was it. They had to abandon the run after San Fran took the lead, but 2 yards of carry. DeAndre Swift definitely struggling a bit as of late, acquired from Detroit this offseason. Yeah, Harbaugh will be on dumb decisions. Harbaugh will be on dumb decisions. I know they won the game. I don't care. The timeout on the challenge flag was just ridiculous. Why are you challenging a touchdown? Jalen Hurts, QB draw. He's got the first down. Goes down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 on the play. Looked like he was brought down there at the 40-yard line. Gaping hole there. Cowboys only had 5 in the box. And Hurts knew exactly what he had to do. Brought down by Clark, if you want to say that. Brought down by Damon Clark. First down, the 44, wide one on the near side, 3 on the far side. Yeah, I will say this about the Broncos. You do have a Jerry Jeudy problem. He's going to be holding on this play. Hurts is going to get rid of it. It's going to be incomplete, but that flag came in the area of holding, so you figure this is going to be a 10-yard loss. Does McDermott get fired? I mean, based on what Jonathan Jones said on CBS in the pregame show, it doesn't sound like he's going to get fired. Oh, it's going to be illegal hands to the face. Oh, okay. Usually that flag comes in the area of holding. Instead, it's a defensive penalty on Micah Parsons, so move it up to the 45. Hands to the face on Parsons. See the replay here. Parsons working on Lane Johnson, the 11-year veteran tackle. Yeah, there's the hands to the face right there. That is the hands to the face. I thought they were going to call holding on Kelsey. They did not. It didn't look like holding, but usually, again, when it comes in that area, you're usually thinking holding, not hands to the face. But yeah, they got the call right there. They got the call right. Does he be in the chat room? I don't think he will. I don't think he will. He's probably reading Wikipedia. Probably got to study up. Some stadium. Yeah, Jeudy cost the Broncos 11. I mean, that touchdown he dropped at the end of the first half by not keeping both feet on me. Come on. Come on. We'll say Cortland Sutton is amazing. We knew that, but every week, it's once a week he has a highlight reel grab. Hurts going deep down the sideline. A.J. Brown, the intended target. Incomplete pass. Stephon Gilmore in on the coverage. 2nd and 10. I joked how it's like, you know how you can, in a video game, you start off with like a certain number of attribute points and you can decide which ones you want to max out or where you want to put it. Do you want to go balanced? Do you want to put them all in one? I feel like the Broncos had 100 points with wide receivers with their top 2, and they decided to do 100 on Sutton and 0 on Jeudy. Why Jags Browns take 4 hours to play? Turnovers and a lot of injuries. It felt like every single drive someone got hurt. Now, they came back, but it feels like someone got hurt. Hurts over the middle. The field goal is caught by his tight end, Dallas Goedert. Gain of 11 on the play. First down brought down on the play by Donovan Wilson. But does pick up the first down into plus territory. Dallas Goedert, his 39th catch of the season. They're missing some time. Makes that grab for a gain of 11. Last time I had 2 games that were scoreless at halftime on the same day. That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer. Handoff up the middle, down to the 41-yard line. Boston Scott on the carry. Yeah, any questions at all, fire away. Was your video about getting shut down if you continues to plagiarize? It was mainly about protecting the reputation of sports YouTubers. Also, kind of putting him on notice. So, like, if you try that on me or any one of my peers, if you run out of Wikipedia articles and you try that on any one of my peers, you don't know what's coming. More stuff like that. But really about protecting the reputation of sports YouTubers that are doing things the right way, promoting and amplifying channels that are doing things the right way. As we have a flag on the field. This play clock was winding down. False start. Back it up to the 46-yard line. It's mainly about that. And just how it's not okay to plagiarize Wikipedia. No, Forgotten Places is great. I love Forgotten Places. I told you before, he did like a behind-the-scenes video. He uploads I don't know if he still does it, but he uploads everything with iMovie on his phone. Like, he didn't do it on computer. Like, he handwrites his scripts and he uploads everything on phone. Like, I can't even imagine doing that. I don't know if he still does that, but man, props to him. They get off 2nd and 11. Hurts over the middle of the field. Caught. They get 7 yards back. He drops the ball at the very end. We're going to see, did he catch it? He did not complete the process. That's what they're going to say. So Devontae Smith unable to hold on. Instead of 3rd and 1, it's 3rd and 12. 3rd and 11. Daniels winning the Heisman. Did the right person win? Unfortunately, I think yes. Unfortunately, yes. I did say he was going to win the Heisman, but I said in 2019, at some point, he was going to win the Heisman. Monkey paw curls. Why couldn't he do it with ASU? Why couldn't he do it with ASU? No, but no, the right person won. The right person won it this year. Yeah, if you continue to plagiarize, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because also, it impacts... Because the thing is that... I think there's a lot of creators that also feel this way. I'll just see what the penalty is first. They're going to call false start, so back it up 3rd and 16. I think there's a lot of YouTubers that want to talk about something fascinating. And then they see a video pop up in their feed and like, oh, wait, someone already did that. But then they... Like, if you watch the video and it's by him, it's like, oh, wait, he just plagiarized everything. Wikipedia. Like, he didn't really talk about it. He just did that. So, yeah. No, if he plagiarized, yeah, by all means. Let the YouTube handle that and report it and whatnot. I have no problem with that. Oh, you're wait, I did not see... Wait. You're 199. Where was... Oh, did not see that. I did not see that. Hang on, let me call this play. I did not see the 199. Hurts fires on the run over the middle of the field. Wide open call to 25. Devontae Smith. That time he holds on down to the 22-yard line. Taken down by Malik Hooker, but not before a huge gain of 27 yards. Eagles in the red zone. 29 yards, I should say. Wide open on 3rd and 16. They're going to go no huddle. Isaac Hobbs with a tour. I totally did not see that before. Thank you so much. Play action. The flat. Goddard. Goddard first down on the play. Flag comes in the secondary. We'll see if they get with a pick play or something. League is better with a healthy Cup and Stafford. Oh, I agree. League is better when everyone's healthy. When the good players are healthy, the league is better. That's why this season kind of stinks. They're going to get offensive pass interference. So wipe out the 13-yard grab. The reason Goddard got so open was because of OPI by A.J. Brown, who runs right into Donovan Wilson. Pick play, and that's the right call. So 4 flags already in the first 7 minutes, but really can't complain about any of them. They've all been the right call. Oh, no, if he reinvents himself, yeah, but that would be awesome. Look, more good careers is a good thing. Or if he reinvents himself as like an honest person, like actually wants to do research on stands and whatnot, like if he genuinely finds it fascinating and whatnot, yeah, by all means, that'd be awesome. Hand off, Hurts keeps himself, goes down the 20, ball came out the very end. Was he down before? Cowboys have it, but was he down is the question. Now, if you say it was a fumble, they're going to say fumble. Again, they can always review it since it's a turnover. Was Hurts down before? Hurts walking off the field. I think he knows. That ball's out. That ball is out. That knee is not down. That is Dallas football at the 21-yard line. A huge defensive stop by the Cowboys. And they'll get the ball to 21. First down coming up. How did Trevor look today? I thought he looked fine. Look, you couldn't tell with the ankle. You honestly couldn't tell with the ankle. You honestly couldn't tell the ankle was bothering him. He was not the problem today. The 3 picks, one of them really just didn't look for the ball. The other one was a horrible play call. They're going to take a look at it, but that's clearly a fumble. I would post a poll of do you think they're going to overturn that? But, I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's a fumble. Deron Bland, Defensive Player of the Year? No. No, very similar to Diggs in 2 years ago. Very similar. He gets burnt a lot, but he makes a lot of nice picks. I don't think that's Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he's a very good player, but I don't know if he's Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know who would vote for it. I'd probably go Myles. I'd probably go Myles Garrett at this point for Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, I hate that with the Army Navy game. I hate that. It should have I wish it counted for Southern Bowl game. Yeah, he had to play from behind the whole game. He was on a 4th string left tackle. I mean, I thought he looked fine. There wasn't really anything where I was like, if he was healthy, we could have done this. And it's maybe like QB sneak, but Sean Payton 1 step closer to Coach of the Year. It's crazy. He could. It's actually crazy. I think he could. Never would have said that a month ago, but. I think right now the favorite is Mike McDaniel. I think right now McDaniel is going to be the favorite, especially if they get a top 2 seed. Is Evan Ingram finally showing his upside as tight end 1? I mean, he's been showing that for a while. I mean, he was great with us last year. He's been tight end 1 with us for the last 2 years, and he's played like tight end 1 for the last 2 years. Evan Ingram is a great player. I love Evan Ingram. Yeah, he is absolutely... I don't know if he's showing his upside as tight end 1, because he's been doing that for a long, long time with us. If Denver wins the West, does Payton win Coach of the Year? Yes. If Denver somehow wins I don't think they're going to, but if Denver somehow wins that division, he's Coach of the Year. D'Amico Ryans, yeah, the problem is that the recent losses, like, he's got to make the playoffs. They got to make the playoffs. They gotta make the playoffs. Plus, I mean, Ryans, if they make the playoffs, is gonna be a good candidate. But right now, I can't say he's the favorite. What do you think Pat Mahomes was streaming at the end of that game? Wrong answers only. Probably yelling at the GM for not giving Kadarius Toney a $200 million contract extension. Yeah, the one game out of the West. The problem is that the Chiefs have a fairly light schedule. That's the problem. The Chiefs' schedule is not that bad. First down at the 21. Flag on the play. Oh, Forgotten Places! Welcome to the stream. Business making videos should not solely be about high quantity making money. I've told him that. Yeah, thank you for telling him that. Thank you so much. And I hope you appreciate the shout out in that video. Because again, if you actually want stadium content that is good, that's informative, that you'll learn something from, Forgotten Places is a phenomenal channel for that. Absolutely phenomenal channel. He puts out great videos all the time. Go check his channel out. He's got a lot of fascinating stuff on stadiums. And do you still edit everything with iMovie on your phone? And, like, handwrite everything? Because, I mean, that's impressive. I remember that behind the scenes video you posted a while ago. Because, honestly, that's impressive. I could never do that. I could never do that. Slant route CeeDee Lamb, gain a 6, 2nd and 9. But really, seriously, go check out Forgotten Places channel. You want content that's not plagiarism, it's like really, really good. Go check that out. Phenomenal channel. Yeah, KC and Denver have almost the exact same schedule, except KC is Cincy. Yeah, but that's the thing. Denver's a game back. That's why. Denver's a game back. So, Denver making up a game. I think, would they have to make it 2 games by division record? I forget if they have to make it 2 games. So that's going to go past 3rd and 9. I don't see KC going 2-2 in the Final Four. You still do. That is impressive, man. It's funny because I was working last weekend at a hotel because I was at a wedding, and I brought like my computer and like my keyboard and my mouse, and like I was working on like I brought a TV and everything, and I was like, this is painful, so I can't even imagine how you do it on that. Like, mad props to you, man. That's legitimately impressive. I'm legitimately impressed by that. But yeah, go check his channel out, guys. 39 to pass. CeeDee Lamb on the grab of the 45 down to the 48-yard line. CeeDee Lamb wide open, gain of 26 yards on the play. He gets to midfield. It's a first down. Couldn't imagine doing it here. Wow. I guess if you know something your whole life, like I can't imagine doing it on a phone. You probably can't imagine doing it on a computer. I guess like if that's what you know, like I can't imagine switching from iMovie to something else. So I get it. Is Joe Flacco still elite? I think any quarterback against the Jaguars defense right now looks elite. Dowdle on a handoff, gain of 3 into plus territory down to the 49-yard line of Philadelphia. So back-to-back drives for the Cowboys entering plus territory. 2nd and 7. You know, I still edit with iMovie. I can't imagine switching from iMovie. I can't imagine switching. Also, it's free. Like iMovie gets the job done and it's free. Yeah, I go iMovie. I go iMovie on mine. I mean, I was good at Adobe in college, but like, because you got Adobe like for free as part of like the college deal or whatever. Handoff up the middle goes to Tony Pollard. It goes down to the 44-yard line, 3rd and 2. But then after I left college, I was thinking, okay, like, what do I want to do for a video thing? I checked the Adobe price. I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna just stick with iMovie. We're gonna just try that. Because I already knew I wasn't gonna do anything like crazy fancy. 3rd and 2. They fake the wide receiver screen now over the middle of the field. Bit too high. He was open. Incomplete pass. Michael Gallup couldn't get up for that one. 4th and 2, and now you have a decision to make. You figure 3rd and 2, if you're going to go for it, you would have run the ball on 3rd, but I don't think there's going to be a decision here. You're in plus territory. You need 2 yards. They're going for it. Now, remember last year, there was earlier in the game, very early in the game, they had a 4th and short situation on Sunday Night Football against the Eagles. Didn't get it. I did a dumb decision on that video, or on that one, because they should have challenged the spot. Very similar situation here. 4th and short, early in the game, they're going for it. And they run it here, and he gets the first down! Tony Pollard, gain of 4. I don't know why you wouldn't run on 3rd down if you're going to do that, but okay. It worked out. First down, and the Cowboys keep the drive alive. You can just sense that this game is going different than the other ones. As it stands, if the Broncos and Chiefs, Denver holds the tiebreaker. I did not know that. I did not know that. That's actually pretty realistic. I don't think Denver's running the table. I mean, Denver is a good team, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're going to run the table. They probably lose 1 in there. Pollard breaks the tackle. He's got the first down, then some going down to the 23-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. This one is probably coming back. Usually area of holding, so wipe out the gain of 17. I mean, if Denver goes 4-0, mad props to them, but I mean, I think you're probably looking at 3-1 with Denver holding on steal. So back it up to midfield, which means KC has to go 2-2, and I'm not sure they're going 2-2 in the final 4. I know they're struggling. I can't see them going 2-2. There's definitely a chance, and like I said, I think Denver makes the playoffs. I said that back when they were like 4-6 after they beat Buffalo. I was like, you look at their schedule, look at them lately. They're making the playoffs. Denver's 2 up on K. No, they split the series. They lost the game in KC. That was the dumb decision where that ball tipped at the line, incomplete pass, 2nd down, intended target on the play. Looked like Jalen Tolbert, the former South Alabama man, 2nd and 20. Because the Kansas City game, that was a Thursday Night Football game, and Sean Payton called a timeout for no reason at the end of the first half to just give the ball back to the Chiefs for some bizarre reason. I missed your last donation. Oh, crap. Wow, this chat is flying today. Hang on a second. Michael Home with it too. Thank you so much. There we go. What about Couch of the Year? My couch is pretty comfy. 2nd and 20. Handoff goes to Dowdle. Dowdle breaks the tackle at first, but gets about 3 yards brought down by Blankenship. Yeah, so I think the thing with YouTube is, so all donations get highlighted, but like $5 or more, it goes like to the top of the thing. If you ever like stream, you know what I'm talking about. Like $5 or more, I see at the top of the screen. $2, like it gets highlighted. So like when I'm reading the questions in order, like I'm scrolling down, so I don't see like those necessarily, versus being right at the top. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking, that's a gamer. Thank you so much for asking, man. Hopefully everything's going well by you. I know holiday break is coming up soon. Gotta be excited about that. 3rd and 17. Prescott steps up, fires. That's a duck. Incomplete pass, but flag on the play. Flag on the play. Gallup, the intended target. Now the question is, was this ball tipped? Because again, that was a duck, but was it a duck because that ball was tipped? And if it's tipped, the penalty gets picked up. So we're going to see what happened before the ball got tipped. Pass interference. We're going to say happened before the ball was tipped. There was PI. Maybe work on game day. Ah, that stinks. That stinks. You didn't miss much today. Yeah, I mean, there's clearly PI. It was just really a matter of was that ball tipped, but they got the right call there. I know that Ron Torbert's proven out of call that, but new life for the Cowboys at around the 30-yard line. Let's see where they spot this. Staley 4th down attempts. I thought the call on 4th and inches or 4th and 1, I thought that was a fine call. I just think that was a great play by Denver's defense. In the what, late 3rd, early 4th. Prescott keeping it himself. Another flag on the play. Slides down the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 17. But is this one coming back? Oh, man. Is John Hussey a bad ref? I mean, compared to Clay Martin? No. And it's going to be holding. So back it up 10. Vikings Raiders, so that was prime time with Al Michaels. In today's form. He'd be asleep at the wheel. Which baseball logo would it bring back from the 50s? Ooh, that's a good question. Let me look. The Tigers logo was pretty drunk back then, right? It wasn't the no eyeball tiger, but I think it was pretty drunk back then. Yeah, I bring back that tiger. The late 50s tiger. I wouldn't say it's drunk, but it's high on something. Outroute incomplete pass off the hands of Jake Ferguson. Yeah, Detroit Tigers, yeah. Yeah, the field goal layup, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. I thought that was the wrong call. Take the points in that spot. That one I didn't agree with. Claymore Jags legend, yeah. Yeah, but if you've never seen the late 50s Tigers logo, it looks like it is high on something. It's all coked up. Incomplete pass, intended target on the play, looked like it was Cooks. Nicholas Morrow on the stop, 3rd and 20. I've never heard of sap shoes, but I will make a note of that. On the integrity of sports governing bodies. Ooh. Thinking FIFA and IOC, like integrity? What's that? I have to check that out. Check that out. That sounds fascinating. We learned a lot in law about governing bodies and like IOC and regulations and like fascinating stuff. So, yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I'll check that out after this. 3rd and 20 over the middle of the field. Incomplete pass. Intended target on the play was Turpin. Broken up there by Mario Goodrich. No flags there. 43-yard line. Obviously, you can't go for a 4th and 20. Can Aubrey hit from 61? Do you give the Eagles that field position? I think this early in the game, you just punt this one. I don't think you try a 61-yarder. Not this early. So I wasn't... Oh, they're actually trying it! Whoa! This is really early to try a field goal of plus 60 yards. I'm a bit surprised. I was going to say on that 3rd down play, why not try and get a bit closer, like 6 or 7 yards? A 60-yard try in the first quarter. You don't see this every day. They're trying it. Aubrey, kick is up. It's straight enough. Is it long enough? It is! What a kick by Brandon Aubrey! He has still not missed this season! Oh my goodness! Brandon Aubrey from 61 yards out, and the Cowboys up 10-0. One of the best kicks of the season. When we get from 65. Brandon Aubrey, the USFL man. The Cowboys struck gold with Turpin from the USFL. They struck gold again with this guy, Brandon Aubrey, on his way to a Pro Bowl season. He has not missed this season. 26 for 26. Entering this game, 5 for 5 for 50-plus yards. 58 his career long, or his longest of the season. Give him a 60 burger now. A 60-yarder in the first quarter. You don't see that every single day. I'll put it that way. That is an extremely risky play to try that in the first quarter. But look, if he can hit it, he can hit it. If he can hit it, he can hit it. What a kick. What an amazing kick by Aubrey. A lot of kickers are former soccer players. Josh Lambo, the Jaguars kicker for a fair bit, 2017 to 2021. He was goalie for FC Dallas. Hope he pulls a Gary Anderson in the playoffs. That would be the Cowboys' way of doing things. Staley's analytics to me make no sense. Imagine if John Parker Roma had made a team. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't make it. Like, I'm a bit surprised he didn't beat out Riley Patterson. I really am surprised. Pats Broncos prime time. Yeah, but at least that game at least is Christmas Eve. That game is at least NFL Network. Donovan Stitch just probably missed that. No, not really. Again, something looked bad, like in hindsight, not almost immediately. If he can hit it, he can hit it. Now, if you had a bad kicker who, like, if you like Ryan Suckup back there, like with Todd Bowles, and you tried that, a guy that can't hit past 50, like a guy like that, different story. But a guy that has been perfect, if he can hit it, he can hit it. I'm never, barring anything crazy, I'm usually never going to fault a team for trying to take points in the first quarter. On a play that can get you points, I'm not really going to fault you, barring anything crazy. Like if you try to like score a touchdown, like if you try to go for on 4th and goal from midfield, yeah, that's a dumb decision. But yeah, Messi and Mbappe as kicker, yeah, that would be nuts. Aldrich Rosas, yeah, we had a lot of kickers back then. We had 5 kickers in 5 weeks in 2020. That'll be a video next year. Trevor plus Jaguars equals no Garner Minshew. How many active kickers could hit that kick? Probably 10. Probably say 10. Thing is that you're not really trying that with anyone in the first quarter of a game. Like if it was like the end of the half, like I'd say yeah, kick the field goal there. But usually that situation you take the field position. So the fact that they tried that kick, I was a bit surprised by that. But obviously phenomenal leg, phenomenal kick. Oh no, with the 4th and 3. Yeah, no, that was insane. No, the 4th and 3 of the Chargers game. Yeah, no, Staley, his logic makes no sense. He's a dead man walking. The one I agreed with was just a great defensive stop. That was the 4th and 1 at like your 40-yard line. I agree with that one. But the 4th and 3 at the start, yeah, that was crazy. So screen to Goddard, gain of 6. Also, it's tough, I had to get a refresher on that just because the first quarter of the late games was tough to watch just because the Jags game didn't end until 4:45 on the East Coast. It was a super long game, so I wasn't able to hop around the games like I usually do. Why are the Panthers rebuilding a terrible Jags team? Makes no sense, but who are they going to get next? Sign Marvin Jones or something? Like what's next? They have to get a playoff before the end of the quarter, and they will. Final play of the quarter. It's a handoff. This one goes to DeAndre Swift. It picks up just 2 yards, brought down by Sam Williams. So that'll bring up 3rd and 3. I forgot to flip the ball over. My apologies. 3rd and 3 at the 32-yard line. You got yourself a 97-98 KG jersey. Ooh, that is nice. I do love that look of the T-Wolves back in the late 90s. I do love those looks. It's funny because, like there's the NFL logos for the most part. Like, when they go throwback to the 70s, I'm like, you know, this is cool. They should stick with this permanently. Like the Giants throwbacks are great. The Seahawks throwbacks are great. Like I would want to see that permanently. NBA, the 90s throwbacks, like I love them, but I'm like, yeah, I like them on occasion. They should not be the full-time thing. But I did like the T-Bulls. No, the T-Bulls one is one of the exceptions. Panthers bring back Cody Kessler. Yeah, there have been a lot of Wonka trailers lately. I've been seeing a lot of promo for that. That vid's going to do numbers. That movie is going to do numbers. That vid is going to be a box office smash. It seems like it's going to be a box office smash. Reception was pretty positive. Timothy apparently puts on a great performance. The music is apparently really good. Aquaman, I don't think it's going to do that well. We're seeing an Aquaman trailer right now, and I don't think that's going to do that well. Seems like we got, besides Guardians 3, we got some superhero fatigue to some extent. But Wonka's going to do well. Wonka is going to do well, especially because there's no real kids movie or family movie out there right now. There's really Color Purple. That will not do well. When's the last Broadway adaptation that did well? It's been a while. It's been a long time. And that wasn't even like a huge hit on Broadway. It seems like Broadway adaptations usually don't do very well. And we saw Cats, we saw Dear Evan Hansen. Like, then again, those were terrible movies. But I'm going good, Jacob. How are you? How are you? Yeah, which is a better movie than I thought it would be. I have like my best friend from college. He's like a movie reviewer, like an entertainment reviewer, and he watched it. He said that was the worst movie they've done since Chicken Little. So I'm gonna wait for it to come out on Disney Plus before I see it. I've not heard good things about that movie. Between the music, between the plot, I think the biggest criticism that I've heard from people is that Asha tries to fix this problem that a lot of people don't see as a problem. It's like their lives are totally fine. I could be dead wrong, Megan. I haven't seen the movie, but from what I've heard from people, yeah. Joker 2. Oh, Joker 2 is going to be great. I mean, a musical with Lady Gaga? Yeah. Joker 1 was amazing. Joker 1 was one of my favorite movies ever. Joker 1 was amazing. Reimagine a team's jerseys. What team would I choose? What would I do with the jerseys? That's a good question. Let me think about that. 3rd and 3. Head off. Play action. Hurts keeps himself. Now he's going to fire deep down the field. Devontae Smith. Incomplete. Twice today now that Smith couldn't keep his hands on the ball. And it's 4th and 2. And you have to question to some extent. It's 3rd and 2. You know the tush push is automatic on 1-yard situations. Why you wouldn't either try that twice? Why you wouldn't try a running play there? Why are you trying a deep shot down the field to some extent? I don't know. People have been calling for the offensive coordinator a lot this season on Philly. Remember, they lost Steichen to the Colts. Brian Johnson has been under a lot of criticism, and that will definitely get some criticism while you try that on 3rd and 2. Well, I would try the challenge the Jags missed the playoffs. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I would be very upset. I'd be very upset. Fake punt, 4th and 2. He's wide open. First down on the play. All right. I did say, why would he do that? He might be four downs, but I guess that's why. Olamide Zacchaeus, the former UVA man. They needed a spark, and they got it into plus territory. Oh, my goodness. What a fake. Braden Mann. No one covering Zacchaeus. Left wide open. Braden Mann sold that fake. Zacchaeus, his 8th catch of the season, and now they're at the Dallas 39-yard line. Just as I was questioning why you wouldn't do that, thinking like 4-down territory, that's what happens. DeAndre Swift on the run. They lose about 4 yards there, blown up in the backfield by Osa, number 97, 2nd and 14. Do I watch musicals? I love musicals. Look, I grew up essentially a theater kid. I grew up a theater kid. Wasn't in theater, but I basically was a de facto, like, I did choir and all that. Like, I went to all the musicals. I mean, I grew up in New York, so I saw a lot of Broadway shows. I just didn't want to act. I never didn't want to do the time commitment, and acting was never really my thing, and costumes and everything, not really my thing. But a lot of my friends in high school were, like, I basically spent all my time in the music wing. So Devontae Smith on the grab down to the 34-yard line, brought down by Bland. 3rd and about 5 coming up. So yeah, I watch musicals a lot. I love a good musical. I love a good musical. Yeah, the logo. Yeah, I like the uniforms. The logo and the font would need to be tweaked just a little bit, but I do like the Seahawks one. But the question by Scorpion, which one would I change? Honestly, I love it when cities have their own colors. I love that. I'll tell you what I mean after this play. 4 wide, 3rd and 5. Hurts takes a snap, fires deep shot down the field, wobbling throw. Incomplete pass down the sideline. Running a fly is A.J. Brown. 4th and 5, and that will send out the field goal unit. Jake Elliott, one of the best kickers in football. And that was right in the breadbasket. That's 3 drops now by the Philly receivers. You don't see that every day. This will be about a 52-yard try for Jake Elliott to make it a 1-score game. Elliott Aubrey might be running 1-2 right now for the best kickers in the NFC. Snap good, hold good, kick is up. Elliott, it tugs the right upright, and it goes in. 10-3 ball game. Eagles get on the board for the first time today, following the fake punt. But the offense still unable to really move the ball down the field. What the heck happened here? All right, now it looks like the Fox score bug where everything is just slanted for some reason. All right, I have no clue how that happened. Hang on. There we go. There it is. Love the doc. Thank you so much, NES John. Thank you so much. Really, really, really proud of how that one came out. And the response I got was amazing. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, like all Pittsburgh's teams, black and yellow. Arizona to some extent is like that. So if you play in Phoenix, your colors are purple. And like Suns, Mercury, D-backs, or it used to be at least. And if you play in outside, you play like Glendale or anywhere else, Phoenix Rising, Cardinals, Coyotes, your colors are red and black. I love that. I love that synergy of sorts. Which is why it kind of bugs me. Like, I would honestly rebrand the Texans. I would rebrand the Texans. The Dynamo, the Dash, orange, blue. I mean, Dynamo's like orange-black, but the Rockets, technically orange. I mean, they used to be orange, at least. Astros, orange. I would honestly like to see... Like, there aren't too many orange teams. I would like to... I would honestly change the Texans' colors to be, like, orange, blue, white. I'd honestly do that. You know, the subscribers point is crazy. The subscribers point is absolutely ridiculous. It's like, if we just apply that logic for anything. If we just apply that logic for anything in life. It would mean that one person is the most important person in the world, and everyone else is meaningless. Like, it means that if Mr. Beast puts out a video on a cool new discovery in outer space and why it's important, and an astronaut puts out a video on that same thing, that Mr. Beast's opinion is more valid, even though that's clearly not the case. If he makes a video about you, it would destroy your channel. Didn't Anthony, I know Anthony, he said it in this chat, didn't Anthony say like a week ago like he didn't even know who I was? So like, how would he even do that? I would love to see what would the destruction even look like. In New York City, you can't do that, yeah. Plus, it's divided, too. It's like... It's also rooted in tradition, too. It's also rooted in tradition. Like teams and cities, they don't really have a whole lot of tradition. Yeah, it's like when formats came out, Mike Greenberg. Yeah, it's like me criticizing a chef for making bad food. No, if the pizza's undercooked... It's undercooked. I'm not a chef, but I can tell you when it's undercooked. I don't make movies, but I can tell you when a movie's not that good. I like your video on the documentary about plagiarism. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a Nate Dog. Oh, I didn't see it with the Tampa scorebook. I did not see that. First down, handoff Dowdle down to the 27-yard line. slap shoes in 1 to 5 points where if you're... Ooh. I will have to check that out. I will have to check that out for the stream. Why did I make the documentary? I mentioned at the start, but I made it because it really... First off, guys like H Bomber Guy, Tom the Showers, they put out videos about plagiarism and how that's impacting the platform. So they really set the ball rolling. They got the wheel in motion. Second 8, Prescott over the middle field, wide open, Ferguson! Ferguson breaks a tackle down to the 45-yard line, ball on his way over for a huge gain of 28 yards. Third drive in plus territory already. Plus, it makes all of us look bad. It makes it seem like if there's 2 videos on that topic, and you watch his video, and you see, oh, it's just all plagiarized and whatnot, you just get straight from Wikipedia, makes us all look bad. Like we have to hold each other accountable and call each other out on that. We have to call each other out on that. So I've seen creators get impacted by plagiarism, and I was like, this is my moment to step up. Plus, it was like, I've been impacted by plagiarism before, not directly by him, as we have an injured eagle on the field. It looks like Blankenship, who's walking off a bit gingerly, but on his own power at least, which is good to see. I've not seen Leave the World Behind. What if you tried to sue me for defamation? I would laugh hysterically, because truth is an absolute defense. So the thing about defamation, and you learn this in any media law class, even undergrad, is that truth is an absolute defense to defamation. There is no such thing as defamation if the statements are true. If you can prove that the statements are true, there is no such thing as defamation. Even though the standard is a lot lower for a private citizen than a public figure, then you can argue whether he's a public figure or not, because on one hand, I mean, there's a whole thing like there's... That's a handle for a game of 4. There's local public figures. There's like what do you count as a public figure? I don't know. I don't know. But basically, like there's public figures like Taylor Swift that like everyone knows about. Then there's public figures that are localized, and the standards are different for those people. Like your local news reporter. If you're the news reporter for like NBC4 New York, in New York you're a public figure. But if that reporter was out in Nevada, let's say, a 2nd and 6, Prescott steps up, checks it down to Dowdle. Dowdle tries to make a man miss, and he does, gets 5 yards. I don't think he got the first down, brought out of bounds by Morrow. Should be just a yard short. But he's not a public figure in Nevada. But he is a public figure in New York, something like that. And then there's like the private citizens, but oh, they are getting the first down. Wow, I did not think that ball crossed the line. I thought the hand without the ball got it, but anyway, no matter what status you are, private citizen, public, whatever it is, the truth is an absolute defense. There is no such thing as defamation if it is true. And obviously, I mean, I use his own words. Handoff, Dowdle breaks a tackle. Dowdle down to the 26-yard line, gain of 9 on the play, 2nd and 1. You're sponsored by doxing? I mean, it'd be tough because I live in an apartment. Like, I don't know if you can find the address there. I mean, if he does, I would sue, but that's a bit different. But watch your video was open. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Brandon, thank you so much. The new 6... Wait, they're opening 6 in Arizona? I did not... CeeDee Lamb, first down and then to the 20. CeeDee having a huge game, forced out of bounds by Slay at the 16-yard line, gain of 10. I know there's a Tiger Woods golf course in Arizona they have to try, a mini golf course. And there's an 18-hole par 3 that's under the lights. What's Six Flags? You mean Hurricane Harbor? It's a water park, right? Yeah, I know the water park. I thought I meant an actual Six Flags that they were building. I'm like, nah, I've never heard of that. Like, I've been to Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey, but not really a big roller coaster guy. Handoff up the middle, Pollard down to the 10. 2nd and 4. Like, there's not really a whole lot for me to do there. Six Flags, like I like it, but like I like going to parks for like the entertainment and the atmosphere, and like, I'm not really a big roller coaster guy. Never have been. Yeah, any comedy lawyer would struggle to argue against plagiarism. Yeah, I mean, you can't really deny. Like, there's nothing to deny. Like, he won't pursue that route. Like, no lawyer would take that case. And now they put Schoonmaker on the line. 2nd and 3. Handoff. It goes to Pollard. Pollard looking for a hole. And he is going to get back to the line and get a yard out of it. But he'll be short at the 8. So 3rd and 2. Do I regret smearing the... So I've gotten questions about that. I was weighing back and forth on that. I was weighing back and forth on the no, I'll bring it up in the I'll bring it up after this plays. Mamu Farhu with a 10. Thank you so much. 3rd and 1. QB sneak. First down at the 4. First down at the 4. Mamu Farhu absolutely ticked off with the Falcons today. Defense was gassed thanks to our offense being anemic for the majority of the game, giving the Bucs a chance to score late. Yeah, I don't know what the Desmond Rose missed some bad throws, too. I mean, he missed a wide-open Bijan Robinson during the first quarter of that game. Just a sloppy performance. Sloppy performance all the way around. But thank you for the tenor. Thank you so much. First down to 4. So, with the thing, and I'll actually talk about a commercial because there's going to be a very in-depth... Pollard, did he get to the line? He did not get to the line to... Not get to the goal line, but he's going to be just short of the 1. One of former Six Flags foreign partner was Dan Snyder, yeah. You know, I never went to Hurricane Harbor. Do you think you need allowance? I would never turn down money. Put it that way. I would never. They're giving you, maybe you probably don't need allowance at that age. You probably don't need allowance, but it's like, they're going to give you an allowance? Yeah, take that and run all the way to the bank with it. Second down, play action, wide open, Prescott incomplete! Nice recovery there by Morrow. It looked like Jake Ferguson was wide open when he broke out of his route. I think Prescott threw it a bit too late. Didn't see him in time. And Morrow with great recovery speed. That looked like a touchdown. 3rd and goal. They're going right to the line. Handoff. Dowdle. Dowdle is short. Dowdle looks to be short. 4th and goal. There's no decision here. Yeah, I'm going to say that at the commercial, since I'm probably going to go in depth on that. So I didn't want to have it interrupted by a play. 4th and goal. Obviously, no decision here. You're going for it all the way. Did that ball cross the line? From that angle, it looked like it might have, but it is tough. There's so many bodies there. You have to see which hand had the ball. But McCarthy is challenging. McCarthy is going to challenge. Am I going down a little short? That's kind of mean. Short of the line to gain. All right. I'll leave it up to you guys. Was that a touchdown? I will leave it up to you guys. Was that a touchdown? Let's see. From this top angle. The question is... I mean, I think he's in, but that's always tough to tell. That's always tough. They've messaged me privately about it. None of them have spoken publicly, but they messaged me privately about it. Okay, so here's the thing with the quote-unquote personal stuff, like the education thing. I was debating whether to keep that in or not. I was debating whether to put that in or not. Believe me, I still am not sure if I made the right call on that. I was debating, but I left it in because I felt it was relevant to the plot. I felt it was relevant to the situation. In the sense that, wait, how could a guy that, by his own admission, should not have passed high school, how is he... And really, when you put out a video on something, you are, in my opinion at least, when you're putting a video on something history-related, you are saying that I am the voice of authority here. That you should listen to what I have to say, because I have something to tell you. Like, it's about establishing credibility. I've always felt that way. That establishing credibility. So I was like, wait, how can a guy, by his own admission, didn't do that and anything, be that well-versed in everything. Literally everything. And I thought to myself, look, at the end of the day, look, high school grades are not the end-all be-all. We all know that. There are plenty of people that didn't do well in high school that went on to do great things. It was not me trying to be holier than that. I was trying to toe that line. Honestly, I would not have put that in if it wasn't for the video he did on The Scientist. The fact that he almost failed high school and should have failed chemistry, I would not have put that in if not for the video he did on science. Where it's like, okay, how can that be possible? And the challenge is successful. They're going to call it a touchdown. Rico Dowdle gets into the end zone. 16-3 is the score now. Oh, no, I agree. Like I agree in terms of the college one. I agree in terms of that. It was more about, if it wasn't for the signs thing, I would not have put that in. That was the one that was like, okay, I feel like I have to put this in to let people know. So Mike McCarthy wins the challenge. They give it a look in New York. Rico Dowdle with the score. Just his second rushing touchdown of the season. Aubrey extra point is good. 17-3. Because again, we all stink at certain things in high school. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't change how smart you are or like real world knowledge. Look, I was garbage at geometry. I'll flat out say it. I was garbage at geometry. I was garbage. I think my first quarter, I can't process like imagining because the thing is like geometry is like the thing with math is that it's very straightforward in the sense of like, here's something, how does this equal this, how does it equal that? Geometry is, okay, you have to prove, like, here's a thing, now prove that this is real. I'm like, I can't. It's I've never had that side of my brain has never been that. I got a B in geometry, and I worked my butt off for that B. That was the hardest class I ever took in my life in high school. Like, the first semester, I got a 71. I got 40 on a test once. 41 on a test. I'm not like kidding about but I bring that up because if I were to do a video about triangle proofs and the theory behind geometry, I would look like an idiot because I wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So that's why I brought that up. I think he's written, I mean, he never said anything that was like, he never dropped it anywhere. He never dropped any dog whistles like that. Like, I did not want to do anything that I could not confirm 100%. I don't want to make any claims like that. I just want to stick with the facts, his words, and I would not go that far. At least if he is, he hasn't shown it directly on stream. First down handoff. It's a gain of 7. It's Kenneth Gainwell on the run. But like that. Because I was bad at chemistry too. I was really bad at chemistry. That was my worst of the sciences. Because chemistry is a lot of it's a lot of visualizing. Okay, here are things that exist, but you can't see them. And I'm not good at that. I'm just flat out not good at that. Second three, Hurts. Hit as he throws, fires, caught at the 40-yard line by A.J. Brown, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Which is why you'll never see me make a video about like the importance of or like explaining a bond, because I can't do that. Is that why I haven't made any dating triangles videos? Yes. All hail the triangles. When they changed their logo from an isosceles to a scalene triangle, they lost me as a fan. Like, there are certain subjects that were great, there are certain subjects that it wasn't great at. Handoff. Fake the handoff. Jalen Hurts, QB keeper, down to the 46-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play, into plus territory. Both offenses moving the ball pretty well so far. Every drive has gotten into plus territory. Problems of the Eagles have only gone 3. Thanks to turning it over on the first drive. The funniest part, I don't know how this was possible. The funniest part was, the funniest part by far was that the unit I did best at in chem was organic. I don't know how. I don't know how organic chemistry was the best unit I had in chemistry. It's like, it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. Handoff down to the 42, first down. Without telling us who player tried to sue, what did I say to smear him? It's funny, I praised him in the first half of the video. I praised him as a very good player. I praised his NFL career. He did something that was reported on by other people that was just... It should have been I don't want to give anything away. It should have... It's usually an incident-free event, and he made it a giant spectacle. Hurts keeps in himself. Slides down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. I'll leave it at that. But I've been way harsher to players in videos. I've been way harsher to players in videos. Like, I was like, this guy was a great player in college and was a very good player in the NFL. Michael Orland 2 wants some chocolate rectangles, Patrick. Rectangles. It's my only food, or else I'm gonna starve. That's the real crime. That's the real crime. He might have plagiarized videos, but I stole a balloon on Free Balloon Day. So, who's the real thief? Hurts down the sideline. A.J. Brown back shoulder caught at the 18-yard line. What a grab by A.J. Brown. Tight coverage by Gilmore, but it does not matter. Gain of about 25 yards on the play. First down. Was it T.O.? T.O. is way better things to do. Believe me, T.O. It was not T.O. It was not T.O. Out route, Goddard. Brought down behind the line. Loss of 1. T.O. You think T.O. would be rattled by me? He lived in Philadelphia media. He lived in Philadelphia media. Think he'd be rattled by me? No. Geo teacher here. If you don't like math, then geometry isn't fun because it's algebra, but you crank it up to 12 with vocabulary. Then you add it with writing and it's a mess. Yeah. It's funny because like, I like math. I like math. They're not going to get a play for the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 11. It's actually, like, I was very good at math. Like, I was good at AP Stats. I got a 4 on the AP Stat exam. I forget if I got a 4 or 5, but it was enough to pass. Because I needed 4 or 5. I don't think I got a 5 on any of the APs. I think I got all 4s. But yeah, I did well in AP Stat. It's funny, I did my stat project, my AP Stat final project, because how it works in New York, you take the AP in May with everyone else, but then school doesn't end until June, so you have a month. So that's the best part about AP class, so that the final month is just completely meaningless. The final month is just, they give it like a final project, but it's fun. It's like you just goof off in all the AP classes the final month. You watch movies, you have fun, you don't really do anything. So it's almost like imagine if you... It's almost like imagine if you win the Super Bowl, and then you still have to report to the team for the next month afterwards. Like, you're not doing anything. Nate Duck with it too. Thank you so much. The only triangles in our center pizza triangles. Pizza triangles. I do love pizza triangles. I do love some pizza triangles. I had some before I got on stream. Made some pizza. It was really, really good. Really good. But like my final project, so New York Jaguars fan. This was 2015. Team was terrible. It was after the 2014 season. I did my stat project where I went around to classes, handed out surveys, and asked people how much you know about the Jaguars. And like I did things like I asked people to name any player on the Jaguars, any player. I think I got like 300 responses. I think 4 people got it right. I think 4 people got the right. Got like could name any player. So that was a fun project to do. But yeah, like I did very well in stat. I did very well in algebra. I honestly pre-calc was very good. I didn't do AP Calc. I took calculus in college as like a summer class, and I don't even know if I was any good at it because it was just it was like one of those summer classes to get the credits there, and it was like a month-long course, and I want to say all but 2 of the classes were stuff that I learned in pre-calc, so it was like, okay, this is piece of cake. But I did very well in pre-calc. So like geometry just was my thing. Like same thing with like science, like physics. I'm never good at science, but like I did well in bio to some extent. I did well in physics because like physics was my best because I could see the math. I could see it. Like earth science, I wasn't good. Like I still can't tell you the difference between igneous and sedimentary and metamorphic. I can't tell you anything of that. Okay, square pizza is very overrated. I agree. Square pizza is very overrated. Second 11 balls at the 19-yard line. Eagles and Cowboys have all their timeouts. They have to think Cowboys-wise, because clock's not an issue for Philly. Cowboys-wise, when you start taking the timeout, second 11. Hurts is going to go down at the 27. If you're Dallas, call timeout. If you're Dallas, call timeout. If you're oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, there you go. There you go. He did call timeout. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. I was going to say. Roll Tide with the 5-er. Thank you so much. I was usually an A or B student in high school, but struggled for a C in English 3 and Algebra 2. Yeah. Again, the crime is not struggling in high school. Like, I hope that got across in the video, and if it didn't, maybe I should have worded it a bit better. The crime is not doing well in high school. That's not the crime here. The thing is that I would never in a million years do a video on the intricacies of a triangle proof when I sucked at that. Michael Otto with a 5-er. Thank you so much again. If you invite Frank into your house and he jumps through your closed window, is it breaking and entering? Well, if you invite him in, I'd say that's kind of on you. I mean, for having windows in the first place. you know what Frank's like. If you have windows, anything's fair game. It's like leaving a cookie in front of a toddler and being surprised when they eat it. This ball tipped at the line, incomplete pass. And that will stop the clock, 4th and 18, and the Eagles will have to kick this one. Jake Elliott. So great clock management by Mike McCarthy. Calling the timeout, and they will have about 1:45 left to go down the field. Do I ever make New York style dough at home? I've tried it before. I don't really have the materials to do it. When I get if I ever get a house, I will do that. Where I'll have a wood fire pizza oven in the backyard and a microwave in the backyard to make some good pizza. Because, of course, I gotta microwave all the pizza. Tumbling through old tweets seems to be MAGA super anti-vet. I did not know that. I mean, I had a feeling just because he's talked about it before. 44-yard kick. It is barely good. Whew. Just tucks in. So Elliott 2 for 2 on the day. 17-6 ball game. Like, I knew he denied the election results, so like I had a feeling on that, but didn't know about that. Yeah, I think also it's a bit connected in the sense of like to not do well at anything. Like there was a video he said where like he did a video where he said you basically have to not even try to get and you still get an A in art, and he said he got a B. On one of his story time vids, he said like he got a B in art and like you didn't even have to try, you got an A. But like, so if that was the case, why did you get a B? It's like it was like one of the like. So I think there's definitely like that correlation there where it's like the lack of effort shows in the videos. Like, and that had like his viewpoints on like politics, that had nothing to do with anything in the video. It doesn't. I don't care what his viewpoints are. I don't really care what anyone's viewpoints are, unless you're like blatantly racist or like. Unless you're like, really like I do not. I have friends on both sides of the aisle. I really don't care what people, unless you're like blatantly racist or oppressing a certain group of people. Like that has nothing to do with anything. Like that, I was not going to go on that thing. Because that's not my monkey, not my zoo. That's not me. That's not my thing. That has nothing to do with the plagiarism aspect whatsoever. Yeah, never do a Shakespeare video. Exactly. Cause President never done a bad video on Freddie Kitchens. I was going to do the Browns-Rams dumb decision, and I'm going to do that at some point. I was going to do that last week when the Browns and Rams played each other, but life got in the way with the wedding and the flight and everything going to Kansas City. MS Flubber with a tour. Thank you so much, man. Going to be an interesting week of dumb decisions. Absolutely. I know tomorrow for sure we got Harbaugh. We got Harbaugh coming up on dumb decisions tomorrow for the challenge on a scoring play. Even though you can't challenge a scoring play. I dislike everyone equally. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Like, it's the last thing I wanted to do with that video was, like, have people say, okay, this feels like a hit piece coming from an angle of you don't agree with him politically. Because that's not, like... It's, like, I don't want to do that where it seems like, okay, like, you just seem like you have a gripe to pick with this guy, and plagiarism's just a small part of it. Like, no, the thing was, I don't care what his views are on anything. I honestly don't care what his views are on anything. It's really just about setting the scene for his background and why plagiarism isn't okay. What are the Chiefs complaining about? Probably being offside, but he was offside. I mean, they'll watch the films. He was offside. I mean, there was a Chiefs fan that I texted that was at the game. Funny story, that Chiefs fan, like, TMZ did a article on Taylor Swift being at the game. They're actually in the photo. The couple is actually in the photo. Because they have seats, like, very close to that. So, the couple is, the wedding is actually in the photo that TMZ posted on Taylor Swift. But like, I was texting her, and she was, like, I can't believe it. I'm like, that was unfortunately the right call. But they obviously didn't show it at the game. So that's probably why they're complaining. Out route caught. Tony Pollard goes out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Stops the clock. Zach Cunningham gain a 3. Favorite Christmas movie? Ooh, that's tough. I would say Elf. I would go Elf if only for Buddy the Narwhal, or for Mr. Narwhal. But it's either that or is Christmas Vacation. It's one of those two. It's one of those two. Another really good one. I gotta say, I like... Love Actually is really good. The play scene had me cracking up the first time I saw it. 2nd and 7, out route, caught, gallop, clock is running, he went out of bounds, he went backwards out of bounds, so it does not count as stopping the clock ball at the 37-yard line. The other one that just came out a few years ago on Netflix, really, really good. If you've never seen Claws, go check that out. Claws is a phenomenal movie. It should have won Best Anime Feature over Toy Story 4. I really believe it. Prescott goes down on the sack. Cowboys will burn their second time out. The 30-yard line. 2nd and 17. Like, Claws is a very good movie. I'll put it this way. If you like Emperor's New Groove, you will like Claws. If you don't like Emperor's New Groove, it's not the movie for you. But if you like Emperor's New Groove and you like that humor, and to me, that is the most underrated Disney movie of all time. I love the humor in that video. Oh, they are not calling timeout. I'm actually kind of surprised with that. They are not calling timeout. 2nd and 16. Prescott fires CeeDee Lamb. He gets out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's fine. Graham's on the sideline. He wants the clock to run. I don't think you want the clock to run if you're Philly. I think it's actually better that he gets out of bounds. Yeah, the amount of people that, like, saw the thumbnail and thought, oh, are you doing a hit piece on Gorilla? Seemed like, oh, God, no. Like, but I do see the similarities to some of the photos. I do see some of the similarities now. I never thought of that because, like, red hair and everything, like, Grossi obviously doesn't have that, but, you know, of course, you want to challenge a scoring play. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. No, Christmas Story is a good movie. Christmas Story is good. 3rd down. Prescott. Out route. Caught. 47 flag on the play. Probably going to be in the area of defensive holding or PI either way. It's Cowboy ball. The 46-yard line, and they have 2 timeouts to work with. Isaac Hobbs with a 2. Thank you so much. Who do I have for NFL honors this year? All right. Let me think about that. MVP. Right now I've got Tyreek. I'm going to go with Tyreek for MVP. Offensive player of the year, I'm going to go McCaffrey. How I view it is I think McCaffrey deserves an award and Hill deserves an award. So whichever one I give MVP, I'm going to give the other one Offensive Player of the Year. Almost like Adrian Peterson with Comeback Player of the Year and Peyton Manning with MVP. Almost like that. So that's what I'll do. Defensive Player of the Year, going Miles. Actually, called a face mask also. So Cowboys will have great field position here after the PI and the face mask. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I got to go CJ Stroud. Defensive Rookie of the Year is tough. Defensive Rookie of the Year, there's not really anyone that is setting themselves apart from the rest of the field. I would go Jalen Carter. on that. Coach of the Year right now, McDaniel, but if the Broncos win the West, Sean Payton. Right now, I'm going to go McDaniel. And then Comeback Player of the Year, I mean, Hamlin died on the field and played a snap. He's the winner. So, that would be my votes. That's a good question, though. It's a good question. What was Grossi doing with the Heisman ceremony talking about Bo Nix? That was evil twin Dan Lanning. He's also a Jace. I mean, he denied the election, so that, again, that doesn't really surprise me. But first down to 35. Again, that wasn't the point of anything with that. His viewpoints were kind of obvious based on the videos. Slides down at the 31, and the Cowboys, now they will take their second time out. Remember, Philly gets the ball to start the half. But this defense can't do anything right now. 4 drives for the Cowboys. They've scored on 3 of them, and this 4th drive, they are already in scoring position. Is that particularly high for a non-kicker for McCaffrey to be 3rd in score? Yes, that is very high. That is very high. So those would be my honors awards right now. I would say Hill for MVP, McCaffrey offensive, and this is not how I think it's going to go. I don't think Hill's going to win MVP. But I'll go Tyreek for MVP, Offensive Player of the Year McCaffrey. You could flip-flop that, I don't care. Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, CJ Stroud. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jalen Carter. And Comeback Player of the Year, Damar Hamlin. Coach of the Year, Mike McDaniel. Right now. If Houston makes the playoffs, yes, DeMeco Ryans. Here's how I look at it. Right now, right at this very moment, Mike McDaniel. If Houston makes the playoffs, DeMeco Ryans. Sean Payton supersedes all of that if he wins the division. DeMeco also supersedes Sean Payton if he wins the division. So it goes like that. It goes McDaniel, DeMeco, if he makes the playoffs, Sean Payton if he wins the division, and then DeMeco if he wins the division. That would be my thing. A Dumb Decisions award show, that we're going to do that before NFL Honors. We're going to do a whole hour-long award show. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to do that. It's going to be like an actual award show. It's going to be like musical performances and everything. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be really, really fun. It's like, where the Bills offensive play calling today. I never get why they abandoned the run so quickly. I didn't agree with it at all. Yeah, but the amount of people that thought I was doing a thing on Grossi when, like, they saw the thumbnail got worried. I'm like, oh, no, like, Grossi's, like, the best out there. Like, he also was a teacher. Like, he had to check people for plagiarizing, probably. He was probably fact-checking essays. He's the last person that would ever plagiarize. No, I love that man to death. Anyone that comes for Grossi is, I mean, you're a dead man walking at that point. That's how you get on a list if you come for Grossi, because there's nothing to come after him for. He's got a heart of gold. It's like the amount of people that said, like, oh, my jaw dropped when I saw the thumbnail. I thought it was about him. I'm like, oh, God, no. Although I did see the similarity in the photos. I did see it. Now, Perna, on the other hand, with the wheel that almost killed Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, you can go for him. Go for him. You have some news. Fire away, XC Gamer. Prescott steps up, fires shot, end zone! Caught down at the 1! Philly, call timeout. Philly, call. Why is Philly not? McCarthy's called timeout. Okay, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think Philly should have called timeout a lot sooner than that so they had a chance to get the ball back. Because time's not an issue for the Cowboys. Time is not an issue at all for the Cowboys. If I'm Philly right here, as soon as Cooks catches the ball and you're at the 1 for that gain of 30, I'm calling timeout. You call timeout, and then if they score on the next play, right, you're going to have about 25 seconds left. You're going to have about 28 seconds or so to do something with, and 2 timeouts. So I don't know why. I mean, it ended up working out in Philly's favor, actually, that Dallas called timeout, because I would not have done that if I was Dallas, but I would have done it if I was Philly. Yeah, I can't vote Purdy for MVP. I can't do it. Yeah, Mercedes Lewis, Offensive Player of the Year. You tell me a joke, yeah. I did say with H. Bomber guy, I did say that. Prescott fires back in the end zone. Cooks incomplete pass. Second goal. Florida only awards: MVP Tyreek, Offensive Player of the Year Tua, Defensive Player Josh Allen, yeah. Comeback Player of the Year Baker. I'm never really crazy about giving Comeback Player of the Year to a guy that wasn't hurt. I'm not crazy about, like, it wasn't happening when Geno won it last year. Like, I think that should be Most Improved Player. Slant route, Gallup, touchdown! The Cowboys are pouring it on. 4 drives, 4 scores. And this is a 3-score game. The Cowboys looking for some sweet revenge, trying to stake their claim as maybe the best team in football. And they are doing that right now. Flag on the play. There is no foul. Okay, that's twice now. That's twice now. Is Reputation Re-Record going to have a song about Kadarius Toney? I did something bad. It's just going to be a highlight of Tony's drops. Like, I think to win Comeback Player of the Year, you should have to have come back from an injury. I'm never crazy, or like an extenuating circumstance. I never like giving it to someone who was just bad and now became good. So I don't know about Baker. Coach Dave McDaniel, Harry Ward, Trevor. I would agree with that. Yeah, but yeah, H. Guy did name drop Trey. Yeah, it's funny. He did start out as a video game creator. Like, obviously, like you know you've inspired people when, like, people are doing videos in your style. Like, there's definitely a difference between, like, inspiration and plagiarism. I think Utree definitely fell under the inspiration thing. Eagles are washed and exposed. I don't know about washed and exposed, but I think we all knew that their 10-2 record, or 10-1 before last week, that they were not really looking that impressive. There's nothing really dominant about them. And I think we're starting to see some things. Next week, Cowboys, Bills. I got the Cowboys. Yeah, Hamlin's going to come back Player of the Year. I mean, the man died on the field. He literally died. And has to be brought back to life. He played a snap. He's automatically the winner. He just had to play 1 snap. Because that is unprecedented. We've never had a situation like that where a player dies and then comes back. Remember how Joe Judge started the tush push with his 3rd and 9 drill? He was a revolutionary. He told me this is going to be a good game. This game is over. You know, I mean, the Eagles get the ball to start the half. Eagles have 3 timeouts here. They could still do something here. You never know. Why did not give Trevor the cart? Trevor didn't want it. So Trevor, he said in the press conference, like, he didn't want the cart. And he was going to go back to the tunnel. He didn't realize how long the tunnel was. That was really what it was. He didn't realize how long the tunnel was. He thought it was a much shorter walk than that, which I get. It's almost like how, like, before, hang on, first down, 25-yard line. They're going to run the ball with Swift. Swift has some room to the 30. Tries to bounce outside. He does not get a whole lot there. And the Eagles call timeout. I don't get that call at all. You have 3 times. I don't know why you're running it there. And Swift, I don't know why you're trying to sacrifice yards to try to bounce outside. You have all your timeouts. Like, you don't need to get out of bounds and stop the clock. That's not an issue. But it's almost like if you've ever been to Disney World and you want to go from Epcot to Hollywood Studios. And this was before they had the gondola or the Skyliner. This was before they had that. But it's almost like if you were like, Like, you know, instead of waiting for a bus to go between the parks, let's just walk. It can't be that far. And then you realize, oh, wait, this is a really long walk. You're like through the second Epcot hotel, you're at like the Swan, you're like, oh, we still got a long ways to go. We've done that before. It was a long walk. It was a long, long walk. Beautiful. I mean, I love the boardwalk. I love the boardwalk. The atmosphere there is amazing. Second floor. Never stay there, but like we've been there. It's awesome. Sitting down. Sideline. Did he keep the feet in? They're gonna say yes. It will probably be reviewed at the catch rate at the 43. 9 seconds on the clock. Eagles have 2 timeouts, so again, time not really an issue in that regard. Yep, toe drag swag. That's a catch. That's absolutely a catch. Figure Jake Elliott with his leg. We know he's hit from 60 plus many times before. You have the middle of the field to work with. You figure 15 yards? They're going to say incomplete. Oh, hang on a second. They're going to say incomplete pass. They're going to change the call and say incomplete. Oh, and the John Fox challenge was the worst of all time. You challenge a play so bad that it results in a turnover. Yeah, that's by far the worst. He literally used a photo from Minecraft. I did not know that. That doesn't surprise me. Probably just does Google Images and just does the last thing. 3rd and 4 handoff. Gainwell's gonna get the first down at the 42-yard line. Figure now they'll call timeout. Will they call? Are they not gonna try another play? Wow, I don't know if you should be surrendering down by 18 points. I don't know about that, but I mean, at that point, why not just take an 8? Exactly. You're going to get the first down, pick up a pretty good chunk. Yeah, the John Harbaugh, that's going to be a dumb decision, the Harbaugh thing. That's going to be a dumb decision, 9 a.m. Eastern. 24-6. Yeah, I watched Bills Chiefs, yeah. Yeah. See what Tony Romo said during the game? That Josh Allen's a future Hall of Famer? That was like, okay, what? I don't really associate him with future Hall of Famer. Not yet. I'm not saying he can't make it, but I reserve that for guys that like are guaranteed to make it, like Von Miller, like Mahomes, like Aaron Donald. Wouldn't say that about Josh Allen. Gonna go rating? All good, man. All good. All right. It was a pretty even split at the start. Who do you think wins the game? But now I will ask again with the score 24-6. Who wins this game? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for tuning in, NFL Superfan. Thank you so much. Yeah, they had timeouts. They could have called a timeout earlier when Cooks called the ball at 30 seconds instead of 27 seconds when McCarthy called the timeout. They could have done that. Running twice. You had all your timeouts. Swift tried to run out of bounds when they had timeouts. Got out of the situation there. Just, I don't know what Brian Johnson's cooking. I don't know what Brian Johnson and Nick Sirianni are cooking, but it's not good. Whatever it's cooking, it's burnt. It's not really a Philly cheesesteak. It's a Kansas cheesesteak or something. I don't even know. I don't even know. I thought starting Stroud was a mistake. That I saw Herbie on my bench was 1.84 points. I was like, never mind. Yeah, no, Herbie is not a great fantasy quarterback this year. The worst dumb decision for every team. For the Bears, you'd say John Fox with that. Yeah, I'm trying to think worst dumb decision for each team. I mean, there's some that are obvious, and then there's some where it's like, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. We have 100 people in the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you're just joining us tomorrow night, we're doing something crazy. We're doing something that I don't think anyone else is doing. We're calling both games at the same exact time. So the chat will be flying like crazy, but I'll be doing both the Dolphins-Titans game and the Packers-Giants game. All the cases behind me, you see right now how it's all Cowboys-Eagles. We'll have all 4 teams, Packers, Giants, Titans, Dolphins. We got every case covered. It's going to be insane. It's going to be a phenomenal stream. I've done it before. If you want to see what that looks like, go check out my Week 2 live stream. My night doubleheader. My Week 3 live stream. We did it for a preseason game too. I think it was Steelers-Falcons and it was Panthers-Giants at the same time. We tried that. I love those streams. Those are honestly some of my favorite streams. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. 2 games at the same time. It's hectic, but we got the working scoreboard for everything. I guide you through everything. We do the live stats with everything. It's a crazy stream. Because I'm basically Kevin Harlan for 3 hours. I'm basically Kevin Harlan for 3 hours. It's nuts. imagine me doing this, calling play-by-play, but for 2 games at the same time. It's nuts. It's a lot of fun. Go check that out. Tomorrow night, it's going to be one of my favorite streams of the season. Worst dumb decision for the 49ers all time. Probably the end of the half against the Packers in the playoffs. Probably that. I don't know what Seifert was doing there. 2 terrible games simultaneously. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if Allen retired today, he's not a Hall of Famer, but it's possible he could become one if he plays. Yeah, exactly. Future Hall of Famer for me is a guy that is 90% in or 100% in. Like, Aaron Donald, yes. Future Hall of Famer. You can say that without a shadow of a doubt. You could even say a guy like Derrick Henry. Is he a lock to get in? I don't know if he's a lock to get in, but more likely than not. A guy like Josh Allen, like, he does not have the resume anywhere close. Yeah, tell me knock joke. What Seahawks stump decision besides the Malcolm interception? Ooh. Mike Holmgren's clock management at the end of the first half of Super Bowl 40. Mike Holmgren's clock management was atrocious at the Super Bowl. Giants' worst decision. Oh, that's easy. That's Miracle of the Meadowlands. That one's easy. The Giants' worst decision is you had the game won and you called another play, and then Herm Edwards took it to the house. No, Henry's not a lock, but I would have no problem saying and talking about Henry, future Hall of Famer. I would have no problem, I agree with you. Mahomes is a lock. Henry's not a lock, but I would have no problem saying when talking about Henry, future Hall of Famer. Because he at least has the resume where right now he's got a case. I look at it like this. You can say future Hall of Famer if they retired right now and they have a case. If they put up no more stats the rest of their career, do they have a case right now? If the answer is yes, you can say future Hall of Famer. And if they don't, when people say Darren Sharper, future Hall of Famer, they were probably right. Obviously, stuff happened that changed things, but I have no problem saying that. Like, Josh Allen, if he retires right now, is not even close to the Hall of Fame. So I don't get what Jim Nantz was talking about there. Rams-Browns 2018. I was going to do a video on that. Last week, I teased I was going to do a video on the Rams-Browns game. Problem was just I ran out of time with the wedding and everything. It was like the work. Like, I set that boundary for myself that, not counting my sister, I will never do another travel fall wedding. During football season, I've set that boundary for myself. I will never travel for another wedding during football season. Off-season fair game. But, besides my sister, if she gets married in the fall, she's not married, but, if she were to do a fall wedding, I would do that. But other than that, I've set that boundary for myself. Because it's just, it's taxing on me. It's so taxing on me. I would have done the Browns-Rams video if it wasn't for that. $250 to make your profile picture tropical Arizona. That would be pretty funny. I'm going to drop that in a video. The next Cardinals dumb decision that takes place in Arizona, or a Cardinals history video, I'm going to say we're in tropical Arizona. I'm going to do that. See how many people get it. I'm going to see that. Is Aaron Donald the best defensive lineman of all time? No. Great player, great defensive lineman, first of all, Hall of Famer, but I can't say best defensive lineman of all time when Reggie White exists. I can't put Donald above Reggie White. I just can't. According to NBC Sports, Mahomes said the offside call was not what the team wanted in football. I mean, it's probably not what they wanted. Levon Huey with the fiber. Thank you so much. Is Calais Campbell a future Hall of Famer? All right, I'm super biased because I'm a Jaguars fan. I think yes. He is. He's on an all-decade team. He was the anchor of a recognizable defense. He's been great for a long period of time. I honestly think the thing that puts him over the edge is Walter Payton Man of the Year. If it wasn't for that, I would say I don't know if he's getting in. But because he's got Walter Payton Man of the Year under his belt, I think he will make the Hall of Fame. Worst mistake, calling Josh Allen Hall of Famer or calling Taylor Swift Kelsey's wife. That was funny when Romo did that. That was amazing. Well, Tony just misspoke. Romo just misspoke. He immediately corrected his mistake. Nance, planned that speech out about future Hall of Famers and whatnot. It's okay. There's misspeaking and then there's, believing a thought like that. Will Sean McVay's timeout with 16 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter against the Ravens be a dumb decision? No, I don't think so. Yeah, dumb decision. Bears Lions 0-2. That was pretty dumb. Mel Blount, Hall of Fame? Yeah, I'd say so. I would say. Lomas Brown, Hall of Fame, Hall of Very Good. I would say he was probably going to make the Hall of Fame if he never admitted to intentionally dogging a play to injure his quarterback. I think that will be held against him until the end of time, and I don't blame voters for doing that. So I don't think he's going to make the Hall of Fame. I think it's all very good. Not going to be at the game. You're not going to be at the stream tomorrow because you're going to be at the Finns game with your girlfriend. That's awesome. Have a great time. Have a great time. That's going to be awesome. Worst NFL season, best NFL season of what you remember. Worst is 2022, best is 2023. No, this season's not been good. This season has not been good. A lot of sloppy games. The best, honestly, you're talking great regular season, great ending, great postseason. I'm not even recency bias here. 2021 was the best. 2021 was amazing. You had great primetime games. You had Week 18, a thrilling Week 18. You had playoff games. Every game in the divisional round, conference championship, Super Bowl was close. Every game, one possession, right to the wire. Crazy good playoffs. You had one of the greatest games of all time there in Bills Chiefs. You had the greatest regular season finale of all time in Raiders Chargers. 2021 was amazing. The worst NFL season, 82. 82. I don't see how it can be anything else besides 82. I mean, 20 was bad. 87 was bad. But I don't see how anything besides 82 with that sham of a tournament and missing 2 months of the season with the strike, I don't see how it can be anything besides 82. So, I would say that. Manny Pie with a 2. Thank you so much. I don't know how to put a pie symbol in there, so I'm just going to put you in as Manny. But thank you so much. If only Arizona wasn't landlocked. Yeah. Stupid borders, landlocking, tropical climates. Your thoughts on the officials of the Jets-Texans game being the same crew that called the Packers-Chiefs? Their record of no calls and phantom calls. Should the NFL fine and suspend them? I believe, yeah, that crew is terrible. That crew is terrible. Being the Packers-Chiefs ending was bad. There were some weird calls in the first half of that Texans-Jets game. There were some weird calls in that one. Some very weird calls. I'm like, wait, they didn't call that? I don't know why they didn't call that. I wonder if he knows if by state New Mexico is part of the U.S. I mean, he hasn't done a video on a New Mexico stadium, I don't think. So he'll probably read Wikipedia and find out. So he might know. You put a hiatus season over a season where they use replacement players. I would. Because here's the other thing. At least 87 had good playoff games. 82, outside of the Chargers-Steelers game. Super Bowl 17 was also a pretty good game, but there were some bad calls in that one by the officiating crew. But really, outside of, 2 playoff games in a tournament with 15 of them, there was nothing. That postseason was terrible. 87, you at least had some very good games in there. 87, you had the wild card round with the Oilers. You had the fumble. You had the NFC Championship. Horrible call in that game, but you had that at least. Plus, at least the replacement players, if we count that as losing games, we lost 4 games. We lost 4 games from that. The strike season, we lost 7. 82. No. So that was 82 the calendar year, but 81 was the 81 season. That was the 81 season. No, that Epic in Miami is one of the greatest games ever. No, the 81 playoffs are phenomenal. The 81 playoffs are phenomenal. The 82 Chargers Dolphins game was terrible. The 81, it was the 81 season took place in January of 82. I'm talking the 1982-83 season. That one. No, the 81 playoffs where you had the catch, Super Bowl 16. You had the Jets-Bills game. You had the Epic in Miami. Freezer Bowl. Like, that was a phenomenal postseason. No, that year was great. That year is one of the best ever. The 2013, 2013, 2011 was also very good. 2011 was a very good year. Very good postseason. Fun stories. Yeah, Epic in Miami. The 82 game, I did a video on 82. I did a video on the 82 game. The injury suffered in that game. I did a video on the 82 game. Not very good. I mean, the only notable thing that happened in the 82 playoffs, like, that's still remembered to this day, is before the Super Bowl, was the fact that the Dolphins may have cheated with how they handle their field against the Jets in the AFC Championship. Yeah, Chargers going from like 80 degrees and sunny to the Freezer Bowl was crazy. Worst playoffs ever? 2020 was pretty bad. You had a bad Super Bowl. You had bad conference championships. Just bad. 2020 was bad. The worst ever? I mean, there were some bad ones in the 70s. There were some bad ones. When I was 14, it was a very good year, yeah. The Dolphins went Super Bowl. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's confusing with calendar year versus like the regular season. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about Epic in Miami. Epic in Miami was one of the greatest games of all time. I will never disrespect the Epic in Miami. That was one of the great... Even when the losing coach, whose season gets like destroyed because of it, when Don Shula himself says, you know what? That was just a phenomenal game. When he says that, it's like, okay, that's when you know. I mean, that... Is that the greatest divisional round game of all time? 2000 is a great pick for worst playoffs ever. The only thing saving that is the overtime game. The only thing saving that is Dolphins Colts in OT. The only thing saving that. Because every other game was pretty bad. No, Saints Rams is actually pretty good. Saints Rams is pretty good. Saints Rams is pretty good. 81% you run with the Cowboys. First of all, in the catch, made the greatest save conference championships ever. I would agree with that. The Freezer Bowl wasn't a great game. I mean, it was memorable because of the weather, but I think the greatest save conference championships ever, probably you're looking at 2018. You're probably looking at both overtime games. The referees kind of tarnished that. 2011, and that will be that'll be encroachment neutral zone on Micah Parsons. Tried to jump the snap. He could not do that. 1st and 5 of the 30. 2011 was also very good in that regard. What season was worse, 01 or 23 for the Panthers? I would say it's fine. Both seasons are kind of similar in the fact that you don't have your pick. You tank, you're terrible, you don't even get the pick. Because 01 they were 1-15, but they didn't get the number 1 pick because the Texans as an expansion team got it. It's very similar how that played out. What season was worse? Handoff up the middle. Gain of 7, first down for DeAndre Swift. We had a pretty quiet first half, all things considered. I think this season's worse than 01. Because at least 01, you knew there was a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know what the light at the end of the tunnel is here. Because Bryce Young hasn't improved. You don't know if Tepper's going to get it right. At least there was a light at the end of the tunnel with 01. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Like, at least after 01, you knew, okay, the QB of our future is not on our roster. We got to overhaul a lot. This, it's like, okay, we don't know. Do we have anything? Do we have anything? Injured player. Jason Fisher gifting a membership. Roll Tide 99. The drought continues. But Roll Tide 99, congratulations on becoming a member. Thank you so much, Jason, for your generosity. Really appreciate it. And as a member, you get to use custom emojis. You get members-only Q&A stream. You get a lot of cool perks. So thank you so much for being a member, Roll Tide 99. Thank you, Jason Fisher, for the membership. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. It's got to happen one of these days. Banjo, member for 3 months now. Thank you so much. Greetings from AZ, tropical neighbor, the island of New Mexico. There was a produce sign went viral for saying that Chile was from the island of New Mexico. Oh my god. That's amazing. We're actually, Arizona's really it's a peninsula. Get it right. It's a peninsula. Mr. Moose joining the Garage tier. Thank you so much for joining. That's not a gift of membership. That is a permanent thing. At least for the month. Thank you so much for joining, Mr. Moose, if you're watching this stream. Again, as a reminder, as a member, you get a lot of cool perks, including your name at the end of each video. You also get to use emojis during the stream, like the Eagles logo, the Cowboys logo, the NBC logo. We have the Krusty the Clown. What the hell was that logo? We got a lot of cool things. The Press General will get membership before I do. That would be hysterical, honestly. That would be hysterical. If someone donated 197 memberships right now, would Kudrow simply denied? I don't even know. 197 would be like $1,000. That would be insane. I don't think you can do that because I think the max super chat one time is 500. So yeah, Jerry Richardson own fault that his behavior got his team solo made even worse. Yeah. Yeah, like at least there was a light at the end of the tunnel in 01. There was no light at the end of the tunnel here. Not an actual. That would be funny if there was like actual ads. Like that would be like. Can you imagine a drug company doing that? Like putting out an ad saying, "You should totally get this disease or get this illness so that you can try our product because it's that good. Try it for yourself, and if you don't believe us, here's how you can like." It's like Randy like microwaving his ball. It's like the South Park episode where medical marijuana becomes legal in Colorado, so he microwaves his balls. Like that. That would be amazing. I don't think anyone has that kind of money right now. Give a 200 memberships, $1,000. Daniel Fredericks, member for a month. Thank you so much. Bears winning their second first rounder in the draft. Yeah, but I mean, I get it. I'm not gonna say tank or whatnot. I'm not gonna say tank. Handoff Swift. Swift has the first down at the 49-yard line. Nice gain there. Brought down on play by Marquise Bell. Gain of 6. First down. Swift, pretty quiet first half, but getting the ball a lot to start this drive. As long as they have pick 101, that's the one that you care about. The other first rounders, you're not going to get a top 3. Like if you got 2, you could trade like for Drake May. You could trade your pick and get another King's Ransom, or you got 3 and got Martin Harrison Jr. Different story, but there's really no difference between, like, you're not going to get a top 3. Fumble the football! A.J. Brown fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the Cowboys. Second fumble of the game in plus territory for the Eagles. Slant route, A.J. Brown, he coughs it up. Clearly a fumble. Clearly knee was not down. He made a football move. That is Dallas football all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that football on the floor. It took 4 steps. Clearly a fumble. Forced by Gilmore. Dallas football. And that might be... I don't want to say the nail in the coffin, but it's not looking good. I don't think I can't control who has memberships. I can't physically give a specific person membership. Yeah, I was counting the number of steps, and as soon as I realized it was 4, I'm like, oh, I got to fit the Coolio reference in there. Handoff, Pollard, stuffed at the line, no gain there. Jordan Davis on the sub, 2nd and 10. The one game I want Philly to win. I think all of clickbait wants Philly to win this game because, oh God. I will put it that way. If you do not like Scooter and his antics, just wait until Thursday. If they hold on like by the scoreline. Prescott, deep shot. He's got a man. Got a step. Incomplete. Looked like that was in the bucket for CeeDee Lamb. Sidney Brown on the stop. 3rd and 9. First year I've cared about the Bears getting a high draft pick. That's because they have Carolina's pick. Yeah. It's a lot of fun when you have a team's future pick. It really is a lot of fun. Like, I loved, like, not love those seasons, but I loved having a second team to root for when we traded Jalen Ramsey. I loved having the Rams pick and be like, okay, I can, like, root against them and whatnot. Yeah, Twitch you can individually gift, but you can't do it on YouTube. 3rd and 9, balls at the 38-yard line. They motion Turpin out wide. They send 4. Prescott checks it down. Caught, but that will be short of the sticks. It's a 3 and out. The first time all day that the Cowboys will have to punt the football. James Bradbury on the stop, as that's a loss for the Cowboys. Jonathan Hankins getting carted off the field. Cowboys 4 drives, 4 scores, 4 times in Philly territory. They will have to punt this one away though. Brian Anger on for, besides holding the ball on field goals the first time today. Is Philly season in trouble? I wouldn't say it's in trouble. You're going to go through these ruts. Look, they're still going to be, even if they lose the game, they're going to be 10-3. They're making the playoffs. That's not an issue. I wouldn't say it's in trouble. I think they're spot on the number 1 seed's in trouble, but I don't think their season's in trouble. That'd be a permanent Titans emoji before I get a membership. But it's fielded by Covey at the 9. Covey makes a man miss with a 20, still on his feet, and brought down the 27-yard line. 18-yard return there by Covey, brought down by Schumacher, the tight end. So down to the 23-yard, or I should say 27-yard line, I believe it was. Good return there by Covey, and the Eagles have the ball. Something tells... Is the clock right? Something feels off about... Something feels off about the clock. There's no way only 3 minutes have... Really? Only 3 minutes have elapsed? Wow. That feels crazy. So lots happened already in this quarter. You know, I think it's fair to say, have they looked the best? No, but 10-3, your season's not in trouble. Someone here is causing the song Ain't Too Proud to Beg to run through my head. I'm assuming you mean the Temptations version, not TLC. But both are very good songs. I do like that. I'll wear a Zach Menenberger Titans jersey for Cucho gets some membership. Jeez. I do have a Menenberger autograph helmet. I do have Menenberger's autograph helmet in the studio. The worst weather game I remember, Bucks Chiefs, the 79 season finale. Yeah, 3-0. 3-0 Bucks to win the NFC Central. Yeah, that was pretty bad weather. That's probably the worst. You know, it's funny. I'm not. I think for a full 60 minutes, that's the worst weather game. If we're talking full 60 minutes, an individual spurt, I would probably say Buccaneers Bengals 1980 was worse, where you had puddles on the field and lightning basically struck the stadium and they played. But that was only like parts of the second half. The first half was perfectly sunny. For a whole 60 minutes, I think Bucks Chiefs. I think that's a very good argument to make. Biggest shock of the day? The Jets taking it to the Texans and Zach Wilson looking great. Zach Wilson actually looked pretty good today. I think that was the biggest shock to me. A lot of shocks today. But that was the big one. New DG video, 10 life hacks will make you Giga Chat. It's literally the 10 Commandments. Can you report him for copyright infringement? I mean, you can. The problem is that, I'm not taking any legal action because, he didn't directly take from me. Now, if he took directly from me, different story. But to sue, you have to prove damages. And proving damages, something like that, I do believe he impacted the sports YouTube community. I do believe that. But quantifying that as, a tangible amount and, trying to figure that, it's you can't do that. So, but I guess you can report him. I guess you can for copyright infringement. Hurts. Sideline incomplete pass to 10 targets, Devontae Smith. Scorpion Taz donating a membership. Thank you so much. Who's got this one? Golden Steel TV. Welcome back to the membership fam. Thank you so much. Again, as a member, get a lot of cool perks, including your name at the end of each video. You get to participate in members only Q&A stream. And you get to use emojis during the chat. You know, I recognize that. I have no standing to do that. There's... If he took my videos directly word for word from me, different story. That's why I was debating for a while whether I should do it, because it's okay, yeah, I do believe he harmed the community, but to what extent, and can you put a dollar value on that? That's the tough part. It's the damages is the tough part. Proving that someone broke the law is the easy part. The damages is the tough part, because there's so much contingency. Because it just wouldn't be worth it. Missed first half due to a Christmas party. Any D squareds? John Harbaugh challenged a touchdown. That was pretty stupid, because the play was ruled a touchdown and Harbaugh threw the challenge flag, which obviously you can't do because all scoring plays are automatically reviewed. 3rd and 6. They send the Hias off his back foot and misfires for Devontae Smith. Incomplete pass. So the Eagles will have to punt this one away. Oh, someone just became a member. I don't know if you're watching this stream. Joe Cap. if you're watching this stream, it's not the quarterback Joe Cap. It's not him. But if you're watching this stream, thank you so much. I just got your email. That really means a lot to me. Muff punt, was that touched by an Eagle first? Lovato at the 45 or 35 fields it, but I think they were going to call fair catch interference on that one. That seemed pretty obvious to me. So mark at the 45. So Joe Cap, if you're watching the stream, thank you so much. Got the nicest email from you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, that hit an Eagle before, it didn't even hit a Cowboy, hit an Eagle, interfere with his ability to catch the ball. Yeah, it was like, how did Joe Cap rise from the dead? Did Howard try to defend us? I've not seen that yet. I've not seen if he did that. By the way, this is Cowboy football. Fair catch interference. So Cowboy ball near midfield. So a disastrous sequence of events for the Eagles. Yeah, no, the 3-0 Monday night game was great among the 3-0 games just because the weather was terrible and it had the stick-em punt. The punt that just stuck into the ground. Have you ever done a video on the Fog Bowl? No. No. I don't think there's an angle I can take on that. I mean, NFL Films did a football life, or a timeline on that, and it was a very good documentary. Like, I think it was like 45 minutes. They did a whole timeline on that. I don't know if there's anything I can add on that. Like, that's one thing, like I said, with, like, the Fox 93 thing, if in the documentary, like, I love that story. I will never do a video just because there's nothing I can add. Yeah, it does feel like John Hussey watched referees that. Oh no, that's totally fine, line. I have no problem with that. Just thank you for watching the video. Thank you for watching the video. It's more just to make people aware of the problem. I'm not calling for a boycott or anything like that. Look, if he wants to, because there is content by him that is not plagiarized, obviously. Like his predictions aren't plagiarized. His story times obviously aren't plagiarized. Like I will admit, like you watch his streams, he doesn't stumble on his words or anything like that. Like, he's a pretty good orator. Like, I will give him that. He's a pretty good orator and storyteller. Like, I totally get, like, I'm not calling for a boycott or anything like that. I just want to bring light to the problem because I felt that it made creators, like sports creators, and put them in a bad light. Because a lot of us don't do that. Basically, the vast majority of us don't do that. So, I just want to lay everything out there, and then whatever you want to do after that is up to you. But believe me, that's the last thing. I'm not calling for that at all. I just want to make people aware of the problem. Kate Hanselman for 3 months. Thank you so much. Your video essay was well put together. The algorithm kept recommending me DG, and I checked, and now I got turned up by his voice. Yeah, I think that there was I got a lot of creators like telling me, like, in private messages, like his thumbnails kept getting recommended, and he seemed like the topic seemed interesting, but something just felt off. And they're like, oh, now we know why. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I have no clue what that sitcom is. I'm in the dark. What do you talk about? I put out a video last night. There's a YouTuber out there that has been popping up on a lot of people's feeds. He's got close to 80,000 subs. He's gained like 60,000 in the last year. His growth has been incredible. But all his videos are on like stadiums and whatnot, and anything involving anything factual is just plagiarizing Wikipedia. You don't like to do obvious videos. Which obvious subject would I like to do most? That's a good question. That's a good one. First down. Prescott. Incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, the intended target. That's a tough one. Which one would I like to do the most? Probably the Metrodome roof collapse. Probably the Metrodome roof collapse would be fascinating. Second down, Prescott, incomplete, intended target Tony Pollard. It was batted down the line, or something about like a broadcasting controversy. Heidi game, a Heidi game. Like I've talked about the Heidi game a ton before, but like an actual like Heidi game thing. Like, specifically about that. Even, Urban Meyer, I could actually add some insight on that. So, at some point, we'll do an Urban Meyer documentary. At some point. 3rd and 10. Prescott looking deep down the field. He fumbles the football. Scooped. Does he have a chance of going all the way to the 30, 20? He's gone. It's a scoop and score. It's a scoop and score touchdown. Jalen Carter. Maybe the front runner for Defensive Rookie of the Year gets the Eagles right back in this thing. Figure they will go for 2 here. Just like that, Philly scores their first touchdown of the game, and it's an offensive touchdown. It's a defensive touchdown. Jalen Carter scoop and score. I believe Fletcher Cox was one that forced the strip, and Jalen Carter with the score, his first career NFL touchdown. Big man touchdown right there. They get to Prescott. Fletcher Cox with the sack. For Fletcher Cox, that is his 3rd.5 sack of the season. Extra point is good. They opt not to go for 2, but it is 24-13. Eagles right back at it. A lot has happened. We're only like 4 minutes into the second half. A lot has happened in this half. Yeah, I would say in terms of obvious videos, that would be one. And I've definitely thought about changing my approach in terms of how I do the channel based on the success of that video that I did on DG. Where like every Saturday I put out a documentary like that. Not a documentary like exposing like YouTube drama or anything like not that. But like every week I put out like a documentary style video if possible. So I do the videos every day. But I do like single uploads like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it would almost be Monday, Tuesday would be just dumb decisions, craziness / week, whatever week it is in the season. Like right now it's 14. Whatever happened in that week. Then we do the other history videos. But then like every Saturday at like 7 o'clock at night, I would drop a like 90-minute documentary on something. Because there's something I really want to talk about. So I feel like something about that, like that. I feel like that could be an interesting thing. Like every week try like cut back on the, like instead of doing like 13 videos a week, do like 9 or 10, but one of them is a 90-minute documentary. I feel like that could be good. We'll see. Be overworking or something, maybe throw them out like one. I mean, I'm not sure, like, I don't know about overworking. If I ever get to that point, I'll definitely feel it, but I think it's something I could pull off. I feel like it's something I could pull off. Like, I do want to do a video. I think this week I will drop it. This week. Every December, I do a big broadcasting video. 2 years ago was the Jimmy Johnson, Terry Bradshaw, NFL and Fox video. Last year was Mike Goldberg. This year I'm thinking about doing Alex Hawkins at the NFC Championship. Now, parts don't work for whatever reason. Parts, like other YouTubers have talked about, if you break them into parts, it doesn't really work. People like watching it like all at once with chapters and whatnot. Oh, no, I don't think he... No, I think he cares. Like, he's talked about it on Twitter. He's come after me on Twitter. Like, he definitely cares about this. He definitely cares that this is brought to his attention. Coliseum thing was disappointing because I was the one who recommended the video to him, and it turned out they literally read verbatim. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Like I can't imagine, like, especially, like, if you have... Like, he doesn't have patrons or, like, memberships or anything like that. But I can't even imagine, like part of the membership tier is that you can recommend videos to me, and I'll do them. I can't even imagine someone giving me money to do a video on a topic and then just me reading it on Wikipedia. Like, you could actually get sued for that. Yeah, like, yeah, the Alex Hawkins, yeah. Because the funny part was, I remember reading an article, and I'll obviously put it in the video, but that wasn't their number one crew. They decided to put the number 2 crew on that game with Vince Scully. And CBS was like before, like, we have 2 very good broadcasting crews. We're not worried about this in the slightest bit. And it turned out to be an absolute disaster. Alex Hawkins NFC Championship, what was it, 77? Yeah, 77. Hand up middle, gain of 4. It's basically the game. He was so bad he got fired after the game. He went from the number 2 crew to fired. because he made like so many comments. No, right, you didn't pay him. I think he put out a post saying like, what video topics should I do? But like people paid me to do video topics on certain things. Like the Eagles moving to Phoenix, that was a paid for request. I did a whole like 35-minute video on that. That was a fun video put together. I'm really proud of that one. And those Patreon requests, I get to them right away, but during the season, I save for the off season, just because season's hectic with dumb decisions and whatnot. But second 5, Prescott tries to escape the pocket. Like we got a huge backlog of content coming. Pollard on the grab. Pollard breaks 2 tackles down to the 36-yard line. First down on the play. So like we got a lot of cool stuff. Like a Patriots game from the 90s. We've got John Hadel with a trade. We got the Giants-Cardinals 83 tie game. We got a lot of fun, cool stories. We got a Brent Jones video. We got an Archie Manning video. We got a lot of cool stuff. What do you think happens next? I mean, I think his content is going to change a bit. And what I mean by that, 1st and 10, slant route, batted down, broken up by Slay. What I mean by that is that I don't think he's going to do any history videos. I don't think he's going to do anything like that. I think the days of him doing like predictions-wise, obviously nothing's changing. Bets-wise, nothing's changing. The storytime stuff, I don't think anything's changing there. The 9/11 hypotheticals, I don't think anything's changing there. But in terms of like doing stadium history vids, I think people are going to start becoming more cognizant of that fact. Second down, handoff, Dowdle. Dowdle goes down to the 40, brought down eventually on the play by Nicholas Morrow. Not counting, I'm sorry, what? Favorite catchphrases from sports YouTubers. Freaking frackin' is great by Tom Grossi. I even use that sometimes in like daily life. You want to talk about it with Scooter? It's good. Tree's got some good ones. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Pecorino is too good right now. At the end of the day, Pecorino is too good. We have an injured Cowboy, number 23, Rico Dowdle, who's having a pretty good game so far. They're alternating between him and Pollard, and Dowdle's been playing pretty well, but he's down in some pain right now, so we'll go to commercial break there. You work on a JG9 out of context compilation titled JG9, but the context was spiked to the ground every single play. I cannot wait to watch that. That's awesome. Anyone that like wants to transform my content and stuff like that, like go for it. Like that's awesome. Like the fact that people want to take my content and like transform it into something else, like that's honestly like inspiring and flattering. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much, Big Tiger. Oh, that's gonna be hysterical. I can't wait to see that. If I do the video about Hawkins, will I show the fan on fire? Probably, yeah. So, favorite video I've done. I feel like I like the documentary I put out yesterday. I really did. But my favorite one of all time, by far, nothing's ever going to top this in my life, is Red Zone. Red Zone will always be my favorite. If you never... I did a Red Zone... I did a video during COVID where I took all the 1 o'clock games from week 2 of the 1988 season and made it into a Red Zone package. Like you were watching the Red Zone back on that day in 1988. And Scott Hansen was in on it. Andrew Siciliano was in on it. They all commented on it. They like tweeted about it. They showed photos of them watching it. It was a time of year where like nothing was happening in the sports world. That video will always be my favorite. That will always be my favorite. Nothing will ever top that for me. I was a small channel. I had like 1,200 subs. And to get recognition from Scott Hansen and Andrew Siciliano, Pro Football Focus talked about it on their podcast. There was a live stream with the NFL at the same time. They were like live streaming something, and I got more views than that, like concurrent views at the same time. It was nuts. It was nuts. Like when Jerry Rice caught the touchdown in the fourth quarter against the Giants, I had more views at that time than the NFL on their channel. It's like, what on earth? It felt surreal. It was like I was like the center of the NFL YouTube universe. It was like, what is this? So there's part where I say YouTube wasn't around anymore and got mad. I mean, I don't think... He didn't say that. He said about video game clones. He named YouTube as like a video gamer clone. Like, he didn't talk about not being around anymore. Maybe about like him not doing YouTube like videos on video games anymore. Yeah, no. So I did a video with Scorpion Taz. I did a video with Kendra on that. So go check that out if you haven't already on their channel. It's really, really good. We had a lot of fun doing that interview. So thank you for having me on the show. That was awesome. Did he lose 1,000 subs after the video? I have no clue. 3rd and 6 over the middle. Caught by Ferguson. Ferguson to the 45. Ferguson to the 40. Still going. 35. Ferguson to the 30. Bowls his way to the 27-yard line. Ferguson down to the 27. It's a gain of 23 yards and a first down. You really swung my head. Yeah, the problem is that, so like Amazon, I think ESPN I'll be able to do it, where I can watch it on the computer. Problem is that I can't do it for NBC because it recognizes that I'm streaming, so they assume that if I'm streaming on my computer, that I'm trying to stream the game over like YouTube or Twitch or something. So they whitelist it. So I can't watch it. Like I can listen to it, but I can't watch it. So I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. First down, swing. Pollard to the 25. Pollard down at the 22-yard line. Brought down on the play by Kevin Byard, the former Titan. Hey, John Boy's got some good ones. You want to use I'm sorry what when I cover a topic that sounds right? Go for it. That's awesome. I've noticed he hasn't done any Stadium history videos in a few years. Maybe I scare him. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But clearly, the fact that he's responding to me, with stuff. 2nd and 4, end around. CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb will go back to the line. Flag on the play. I figure the Eagles will accept this. Back it up 10 yards. 2nd and 14 to the 32. Favorite broadcasting that I've done. Oh, there were some good ones. My favorite one is probably with Bingo Long. Bingo Long is my favorite one. Yeah, the third quarter is gone forever. Although, to be fair, the Jags-Browns game took 3 hours and 40 minutes, so this is nothing to me. This is nothing. They're going to call it on the Cowboys. Beat as the center. Number 63. It's a chop block. On Jordan Davis, they outlawed those. So back it up 15 yards. Lions collapsing in the second half. Yeah, they got some issues. The last month or so, they have not been playing some good football. You know, Hanson's still on. They plugged it. Someone like tweeted to them, and they were like, "Okay, like this is impressive." Like they were both watching it. It was insanity. Because I thought that vid was gonna be like a cool project, but I thought after like 10 minutes people were gonna get bored, and the views just kept going up, and then eventually Cecilia and Hansen talked about it. And I'm like, oh my god, this is happening. Yeah, I think my favorite broadcasting controversy video was probably Bingo Long. Handoff. Dowdle is back in, which is good to see. Dowdle down to the 34. 3rd and 16. The twist at the end in that video. Writing the script for that was one of my favorite script writing processes I've ever had in my life. Because on the surface, it seems crazy enough. Okay, like a network's not going to show a game, so they're going to sell the rights to a different game because they feel like they're going to get more ratings if they show something else. All right, so what else did they show? Oh, they showed a sports movie. It's like, okay. 3rd and 15. Prescott steps up. Has to avoid the sack. He will, but he'll be sure of the first down. Flag on the play, though. Down to 23. It's a gain of 9, but what is the flag? If it's on Dallas, and you're Philly, you accept this. Push him back. It's holding, so back him up 10 yards, and you have to figure they will absolutely accept this. Even though it does bring up 4th down if you decline, you absolutely accept it to make it 3rd and 26, and be it as still. That's back-to-back penalties on him. Brazard also, that was a fun one. Fun fact, I wrote that script at the airport, the JetBlue terminal at JFK, waiting for my flight to go back to Phoenix. I wrote the script there. I was literally sitting at the... like if you ever went to the JetBlue terminal at JFK, I was literally sitting there writing the script for that vid on my laptop. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. I love a good broadcasting controversy. That's why the Alex Hawkins bit, I've had that on my radar for a while. I'm going to put that out this week. Third 25, they're going to pitch it. It goes to Pollard. That gets to the 41. So they get 3 or 2 yards there. And you figure, look, they tried a 60-yarder earlier. It worked. So why not try a 58-yarder, 59-yarder? 4th and 24. This to make it a 14-point game. Brandon Aubrey, perfect this season. He's made from 60 earlier. I'm assuming if he makes this kick, he'll be the first kicker ever to make 2 kicks in a game of 59-plus yards. I'm assuming he'll be the first. I can't think of any others. Honestly, I don't think there's any others to hit 2 59-plus yarders in a game. Can he do it, though? Aubrey, kick is up. It's straight enough. Is it long enough? He's done it again! Brandon Aubrey! Still perfect! Unbelievable! Brandon Aubrey! Just give him Special Teams Player of the Week right now! I know Tylan Wallace is a case, but come on! Unbelievable! Brandon Aubrey, I'm assuming that's history. I'm assuming that is history. If it's not, please let me know. He was USFL. No, Aubrey was USFL. I think it was with. Was he with Philadelphia? No, that wasn't. No, he wasn't with the Stars. That was a different guy. That was a McLaughlin, I think. Stallions. Yeah, that was the one. Birmingham Stallions. Yeah. Yeah. I'm assuming that was the first time in NFL history a guy has made 2 59-plus yarders in a game. Oh, no, I love the broadcast controversies more. It's just finding them is a bit tougher. I love... Broadcasting controversy videos are my favorite. By far. By far. It's not even close. Not even close. What was the stat? I'm assuming that Aubrey is the first kicker ever to hit 2 kicks of 59-plus yards in a single game. Tarico just confirmed it. There we go. There we go. I told you. Okay. The USFL dumb decisions were crazy. There were so many I could have done. The field goal was amazing in that game. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, poor Case Cookus. Yeah, Rochester 82 was a fun one. The IBM radio broadcast was amazing. That story was fun to do because it was tricky finding the footage because it's like, what are you going to find the footage on? But I pulled that off well, I think. That I wrote literally in between classes in like the outdoor atrium area of the law school. I remember like writing that in between classes. Good side. What was it? 1st and 10. They send 5 over the middle of the field. Ball's caught. Slant route. AJ Brown. Brown goes down to the 43. This time he does not fumble the ball. Gain of 18 yards. First down. Because what I had... Oh, man. I had intellectual property law from like 140 to 255. 135 to 255, I believe. 135 to 3. And then at 4 o'clock, like 4 to 5:20, Swift gets the handoff to the 49. Gain of 6. I had sports branding, the law of sports branding. This was Thursdays in 2022, spring of 22. So that hour I would just spend outside and writing scripts for videos. So yeah. Let's see. Constantly bashes reaction videos when he's like twice lazy. Yeah, the hypocrisy there is amazing. It's amazing. I agree. The reaction videos, a lot of them are the laziest form of content, and that's just outright thievery. They don't hand out awards for OC and DC of the year. They do not. They should, but they don't. Is Brandon Aubrey the new Justin Tucker? Yeah. Tush push, it works. It gets a lot of yards, too. They needed 1 yard. They got 3. It's only a 14-point game. So if Philly gets a touchdown here, Jalen Carter got them right back into this thing. And Fletcher Cox. The Stallions, if they play an NFL schedule, oh, they get destroyed. I mean, Alex McGough is their starter. Alex McGough is their starter, and he's not NFL quality. DG may cite his source to score the Colts with the Jacksonville. Your video inspired me to become content creator, but I'm a rank amateur. It's all good. It's all good. Look, that's the whole point, is to inspire people, really. If my video made that impact on people and encourage people to put out content and, like, show their original voices, that's awesome. Goddard on the grab, breaks 2 tackles, and bowls his way forward to the 32-yard line. Goddard in the flat for a gain of 14. Yeah, I really want to hammer that home at the end. Like, be original. Be, like, you'll feel fulfilled. Because, like, I got the sense in his videos, too. Like, not that I feel bad for the guy, but I got the sense that, like, everything was very monotonous and very, like, he didn't enjoy doing it. And, like, it makes sense why. He's just doing the same, he's just regurgitating stuff. Like, he's not learning anything. Like, the best part of the job for me, like, besides interacting with you guys, handoff goes to Swift, no gain on the play, is learning new stuff. Learning all this new stuff. Like, I can't imagine doing what he does. It'd just be unfulfilling. On a serious note, are you contemplating taking the bar? That's a good question. I'm not. The reason is quite simply, first off, my friends took the bar, and the hell they went through. Don't want to live that. Don't want to live that experience. There's a few other reasons too. 2nd 11, Hurts escapes the pocket for the moment. He's going to fire on the run. The shot to the end zone. Devontae Smith, incomplete. Oh, it hit his hands. Brings up 3rd and 11. The other thing is that, so what I would do with plus, like, you have to pay dues and everything, and, like do things get sworn in. I don't want to do that. But the other thing with taking the bar is that, okay, if I took the bar, what would happen? Like, I can always represent myself. If I want to represent other YouTubers in claims, they don't live in Arizona. So I'd have to take the Arizona bar and the California bar. If it was one bar, I would do it. If it was one bar, I would consider doing it. Or if there was just a copyright law bar, I would do that. But, like, I don't want to learn decedents and trusts and estates and all that. I don't want to, like, have to go through that and tax law and everything. Slant route caught AJ Brown. Brown goes down to the 30. Interesting play call. So we'll have to settle for 3. Because California, the bar in California is different than the... So, in Arizona, you take the bar in Arizona, and you can practice in a lot of places. It's a universal bar. Problem is that in... Like, you want to take California bar, it doesn't work like that. They have their own bar. Like, New York has their own bar. So, it just wouldn't make sense. They're going for it. 4th and 9. I would not go for it here. If you're going to go for it, I don't know why you call that play on 3rd down. I get it. A field goal makes it it's still a 2-score game, but I personally would not go for it here. 4th and 9. Hurts. Pressure. Drag route. Caught. Devontae Smith. He will be short by a mile. And I don't agree with that. I will just put it that way. I will just leave it at that. 3rd quarter, you need 9 yards. Then why would you call that play on 3rd down? Why would you call... Unless you're trying to call the slant route on 3rd down to get, like, to 4th and 4, make it closer, but he threw it a bit behind. It didn't work out. Like, why was the primary receiver a drag route that's short? I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. Okay, I'm not on his Discord. What he said? Did he actually say that? I would crush this through like a cockroach if I made one video. It's not worth it. Try me. Try me. That would be... I would love that. Hand off to the 32. Yeah, that, I'm not crazy about that call. Dumb decision material? We'll see. We'll see. It was pretty stupid. It's pretty stupid. Yeah, again, I'm not on the Discord, so I have no clue. I don't even use Discord. Someone linked me to the stream he had last night, like, when he found out. He, like, called me a Discord mod. I literally have not used Discord in the last 6 months. But... 4th quarter, 27-13. put the poll in there. Who do you think wins? Cowboys or the Eagles? National championship pick? My pick at the start was Michigan. I'm going to stick with Michigan. Stick with Michigan. How's it going, FN32DXer? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Collab with Legal Eagle? I love Legal Eagle. I love Legal Eagle. He is a phenomenal creator. I'm sure if this like got like super big, he would do a video on me. I'm sure of that, but we'll see. Week 18, I think you're gonna see. I think Colts Texans will get a Saturday game. I think Colts Texans will get some sort of Saturday game. You're thinking games that would have implication on the playoff picture, but would be independent of each other. So, Falcons Saints is probably. Okay, my guess right now would be you have Browns Bengals as your Saturday 4:30, your Saturday night game. Texans Colts is your Saturday wildcard game. Falcons Saints Sunday Night Football for the NFC South title. That's my guess. I will steal this woman and take over his channel. I can't steal what doesn't exist. Can't steal what doesn't exist. What I don't like about dumb decisions is that I don't end them with a knee-slapping pun. I save them for the other videos. Jaguar Attorney 9. Jaguar Gavel 9. I will force him to eat microwave pizza as punishment. Juris Doctor 9. That's great. That's great. Will any kicker match the record of 69 yards set in 1976 by Johansson? It would have to be the end of the fourth quarter. I think at any point, yeah, I think that record's not standing forever. But it's gotta be like end of the fourth quarter. You might as well try it. Cannon of a leg, and the wind is in your favor. So it has to be a very specific set of circumstances. But I think it will happen. I think it will happen. The response to the email was pathetic. Yeah. Like, I really... The funny part about that was, like... Well, hang on, we have a fiber from Shawshank Inception. What's your favorite court movie? The only correct answer is My Cousin Vinny. Ooh. That's a good one. That's a good one. My favorite one... is Prescott. Second 7. Fires in the flat. Caught. Ferguson cannot break the tackle that time, though. Probably A Few Good Men. With, Tom Cruise. Probably that. Great movie. Thank you for the fiver. Look, I said it at the start. He said in Twitter, let's go to war. So look, if he wants to go to war, I told him in the video, I'm right here. I'm right here. 5 gifted memberships from Mike Sarzo. Hang on, 39. Flag on the play. Prescott fires end zone shot, or not end zone shot. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I got distracted by the memberships. Flag on the play. This might be a free play though. Who's got these? NFL Superfan, MS Bloodbender, Michael Irish, Dylan Nash, and Nate Litchie. Thank you so much. Mike, I can't thank you enough. Holy cow. 5 gifted memberships. Offset on Jalen Carter. So it was a free play. Let's move it up to the 39. As members, guys, you get a lot of cool perks, including your name at the end of each video. You get emojis that you can use during the stream, and you get access to our members-only Q&A stream. Thank you so much, Mike. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Oh, man. We're halfway down that stretch goal, guys. That's insane. 3rd and 4, drag route, caught, first down, CeeDee Lamb at the 41-yard line. YouTube hates Cujo. I feel so bad. Vikings Raiders the worst game in the 21st century. Jets Cardinals was worse. The John Skelton game was, I think that was worse. The Michael Jackson video, yeah, that was a good ending. That was a good ending. Here's a timeline read off articles in Wikipedia. Yeah, Jags Ravens next week, yeah. Dowdle. Down to the 45. Second and 6. Like, it's not... I didn't claim that he did. He did it. Like, I didn't even claim it. He literally did it. Like, it's not like I think he didn't. Like, he literally did it. Denver's chance to win the division? They do. Like, I think KC will win it because I don't think the Broncos are going to run the table. So that means the Chiefs would have to go 2-2 to lose the division. I don't think they're going to do that, but it's a possibility, which is crazy. Second and 6. Prescott steps, fires, almost intercepted. Threw behind his receiver. Looked like it was Ferguson who was going after Zach Cunningham on the coverage. Third and 6. Hockey channel. That would be interesting. The thing is that I got to get the baseball channel, the college football channel back up and running before I do hockey. Plus, I don't know a ton about hockey, like history, so I have to really study up on that. And find some cool stories and footage and whatnot. So I'd really do that. Yeah, encroachment's actual contact. Yeah, that's a good question. Shawshank with a 5-er again. Thank you so much. I'll get it after this. I'll get to your thing after this question. Hang on. After this flag. Prescott falls down. Turpin falls down, and that will be PI. They're calling PI on there. Bradbury on the coverage, and they're going to flag that. So a new set of downs for Dallas. Second time today the drive extends because of that. All right, so let's see what we got. I'll give you that one. Great film. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, yep. Literally, you can't handle the truth. I will turn and give someone who gets a membership. So, never. You have a strange feeling the Jags win by 10. I don't know. It just feels like we're due. I mean, we've been due for a while. It's not happening. Against the Ravens? No. We made Jake Browning and Joe Flacco look like world beaters. What do you think Lamar's going to do to us? Broski gifting a membership. Oh, man. Divine Demigod. As Pollard down to the 42-yard line was brought down by Marlon Tupolopo. Thank you so much, Broski. And I have to really update this. We're at 189 now. Divine Demigod with a membership getting gifted. Thank you so much again. As a member, you get a lot of cool perks, including your name at the end of each video, ability to participate in members-only Q&A streams. A lot of cool perks. Pinholes Grim. I've never heard of. I don't watch a whole lot of hockey content, but I've heard about some great creators. And like I've been exposed to some creators, like people are name dropping creators. Like in this video, hurdle on the play after the catch in the flat by Ferguson. And this is why you had to kick the field goal if you're Philly, because now, barring a turnover, this is gonna be a 3-score game. And at this point, if you're Dallas, you be smart. Nothing stupid here if you're Dallas. You're in field goal range. You just need a field goal, and this one's pretty much over. Let's see. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 34-yard line. Let's see. First down. Cooks. Cooks on the ground on the bubble screen. Down to the 28, 27-yard line. Brought down by Bradley Roby. Brings up 2nd and 4. Like, I'd love to do a channel like for every sport eventually, but it would just be just a huge time commitment for what I would want to do. Why is he just trying to argue that the premise of your video is that you only use Wikipedia when it's actually that he heavily relies on reading paragraphs verbatim? Yeah. Look, using Wikipedia by itself is like a platform, a springboard. That's not an issue. No one has an issue with that. Handoff. Pollard. No gain. Marlon on the stop. 3rd and 3. Like, there are probably plenty of people that, like, they find a Wikipedia article and then they're like, oh, wait, this sentence seems interesting. Let me look at this more in depth. I mean, I don't do that, but, like, I can imagine there's a way, but you can't just read stuff verbatim. That's never been fair use. It never has been, never will be. It's stealing. It's theft. The NHL Jerry Sandusky. Oh boy. Oh boy. would it take for Russ to be considered future Hall of Fame again? He would have to have like 2 good seasons in Denver. Prescott going deep. He's got a step. Cooks can't stay in bounds and make the grab. Incomplete. 4th and 3. Will the Saints fire Dennis Allen if they win the division? Probably not. Unless they get blown out in the playoffs. If they get blown out in the playoffs. But if they have a losing record and get blown out in the playoffs, they will. If they have a winning record and win the division, as long as they don't get embarrassed, I think he stays for another year. A lot of colleges will now allow students research from Wikipedia. A lot of high schools don't even. They say don't research from Wikipedia. It's 45-yard kick. Aubrey, he is still perfect. 3 for 3. 3-score game. And you have to question again, Sirianni, why you didn't kick the field goal before. Someone donated a ton of money so we get $1,000 so we get a Jags stream. Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? We're still a long ways to go. Yeah, the reporter whose name is Jerry Sandusky, yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for him. Just unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Yeah, Sirianni's getting outcoached by McCarthy. Yeah, McCarthy's actually coaching a very good game. The timeout management at the end of the half was brilliant. Really was. Wikipedia pages you shouldn't read. I mean, look, reading Wikipedia is not the problem. You want to read Wikipedia? By all means. Go for it. Like, the rabbit holes on Wikipedia you can get down are fascinating. But, you can't do that. Yeah, use the sources inside the articles. That's the key. If you want to go to Wikipedia and then use the sources inside them. And that's what I was talking about when I did the Steelers video. When I did the 88 Steelers video with Chuck Knoll, someone after that video came out put a section of Wikipedia on the Chuck Knoll lawyer Woodruff controversy and like cited my video as a source, which was insane. Yeah, like I'll search Wikipedia for the history of like certain songs. I think it's a useful tool there, but I'll always do more research after that. Just a matter of curiosity. Curiosity is an amazing thing. Curiosity is an amazing thing. If you're just relying on random paragraphs from Wikipedia, you're not really piquing any curiosity. Yeah, I hate the Blackhawks Cup nerd. I hate that. This donation money carried over to post game. Yeah, it's the same stream. It's the same stream. This donation money, it's all. So I hop off the stream, we do the post game stream, but it's the same stream in terms of the money. It's all based on the same day. Welsh history YouTuber called Cambrian Chronicles, who has great videos about historical errors. Wikipedia fabricate 1,000. No, really? Fabricate 1,000 years of history? Whoa. Wow. Don't try to make money reading Wikipedia articles and not saying it. Exactly. Exactly. Like, because you're not doing anything. You're literally not doing anything. You're just stealing. You can't steal. You watched the H-Bomber guy vid. You recommend a good video as well along with it. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was the vid that was the inspiration for it. 4 hours long, but I watched it all in one day. I watched it on my plane ride back from from Jacksonville to Phoenix. You figure at this point, everything is 4-down territory for the Eagles. I don't even know if you're going to have enough time to get 3 quality possessions, but we will see. Tomlin, what would it take for him to get on the hot seat? I think back-to-back seasons with a losing record. Unfortunately. I think back-to-back seasons with a losing record. Your presser took points off someone for using Wikipedia as a source. I mean, I'm surprised they only just took points off. I mean, that's a very serious thing. Out route, caught, Brown, gain a 6. Pushed out on the play by Jordan Lewis. A little shove afterwards. Michael Scott always uses Wikipedia, so I'm sold. Think we go 3-1, 11-6 finish. I mean, that schedule is fairly easy on paper, but the problem is that this defense, I don't know. This defense is making everyone look like world beaters. Like, this defense is just making everyone look crazy. I think 2-2. You can record reading Wikipedia articles for the website. Why does it do that? I don't know. I don't know. Is there any money involved in that? If there is not, probably explains why. Fact or fiction? Steelers signed Jake Browning, 2024. Fiction. I would say fiction. Yeah, if he donated the earnings from the videos where he just reads Wikipedia, then they might stop begging for donations. He could probably single-handedly fund Wikipedia that way. Like, with the amount of views that he gets on videos. Yeah, Chuck Noll was almost fired in 88. Landry was fired. Belichick could be. Yeah, look, Belichick, the coach, still has it. His coaching is still brilliant. Problem is that, as a GM, he has no idea what he's doing anymore. Shawshank with a fiver. That's actually a very good question. If he wasn't making money off his videos, would it be less serious? No. No, we're not being any less serious. I'll explain why. Second and 4. They send 4. 4 wide. Ball's caught by Devontae Smith at the 42-yard line. First down on the play. Gain of 11. So here's the thing. YouTubers, for the most part, the general audience has no idea how YouTube finances work, or what about that. Like, I don't want to, like, not like how much money he makes doesn't impact me. Like, that's the not your zoo, not your monkey thing. Hurts, fires, caught, Brown, gain of 11. Like, whether he's making no money or whether he's making a boatload of money, that doesn't impact me at all. That does not impact me at all. The problem is that anytime there's a video out there like that, that's heavily plagiarized on a subject in our field, it makes us all look bad by comparison. It makes us all seem like we're plagiarists who just read Wikipedia for a living. Brown on the grab, down to the 43-yard line. Makes us all seem like that. So it doesn't change that at all. Plus, like, people don't know where the money on YouTube goes. Like, did you know? I like, This Week in Sports Ball by Urinating Tree. Great series, obviously. 2nd and 6, handoff, Gainwell. Gainwell should have passed the 40, but goes down to the 38-yard line. Be 3rd and 2. Like, how many views does that get a week? Like 400,000? Sports Ball gets a lot of views. How many people that watch that thing, that watch Sports Ball, 3rd and 1, tush push, also the 38. Hurts has the first, down to the 35. How many people know that watch Sports Ball that Tree is not making a cent off of those? Besides, like, the sponsorships he's making money off of. But anytime you see, like, advertisement, like ad revenue on that, he's not making a cent. Offside on the offense. Whoa, that's the second time we've seen that called today. Obviously, we saw in the Bills-Chiefs game. They're going to call offside on the offense, so make it 3rd and 7. Yeah, basically, yeah, guilty by association. Yeah, songwriter had people try to steal songs and beats. Yeah, same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like, people don't care where the money, like, people don't know where the money is, and people don't know how much money you make on YouTube. People don't know any of that. They don't know any of that. It doesn't change the fact of the content. It doesn't change the content itself. 3rd and 6 goes to Brown. Brown first down, so the offside didn't matter, to the 35-yard line. Because, again, Tree's not making a cent off of those videos, besides the sponsorships that he does at the start. The NFL's claiming all those. Have I gotten positive feedback from other creators? Yes, I've had others reach out to me. Five Point reached out. Foolish Baseball reached out to me. Like, there are a lot of creators that reached out. Slant route caught by Smith. Smith breaks a tackle down to the 12. Did he lose the ball? Is that another fumble? They didn't didn't blow anything dead yet. No one was down. What's the call here? Is this might be the ball game. If this is Dallas ball, that's the ball game. Was Devontae Smith down on this one? Hooker with the hit. He's clearly not down. That's a punch. That is a punch out. That's Dallas football. The third time today the Eagles cough it up. Devontae Smith loses the football. 3 times they fumbled in plus territory. And the Cowboys will take over with the ball at around the 20-yard line. Unbelievable. I'm impressed by how much Professor Rock's vids know how much of a song to use to avoid copyright strikes. Yeah, I don't know. He might fight all the claims. I don't know. I know, like, NFL, it's easy because NFL, you can tell. Like, you plug a link to a website called Streamable, and it tells you, okay, like, if you can play the vid, the NFL didn't claim it. And if you can't play the vid, it says it's copyrighted by the NFL. You can't play it. So, you can tell. You making a short with our interview with me asking about Red Zone? Nice. Awesome. Yeah, YouTube Shorts are an interesting little thing. YouTube Shorts are an interesting little thing. Yeah, they're really cracking down offside. Yeah. Especially this week. One of Bill's boys to be the Pats' next coach? Very unlikely. Very unlikely. Never heard that expression, not your zoo, not your monkey? I feel like I thought that was a very common expression. But I didn't come up with it. It's been around for a while. I don't know who was the one that created it, but let's see. There should instead be YouTube channels of expert Wikipedia article finders where they find the most obscure and stupid articles and review how they're written. Yeah, that would be... Or you know what'd be a cool idea for a channel? Like, you find Wikipedia stubs, and you add on to those. Like, you find a Wikipedia article that's a stub, so it has, like, 2 lines, and you're like, okay, let's give this, like, an actual article. And we'll do some crazy research. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun one. Either way, you see the Pfizer commercial, you think of the meme with Kelsey after the vaccine, and Taylor, and says, either way, he's getting his heart broken. Jesus. 2 things at once. Jeez. Overtime tonight? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to do the post-game stream. We'll do the Jaguars rant, recap, whatever you want to call it. And overtime, and we'll get all weird or wacky. Jeez. You know, I don't agree with the meme at all, but... Oh, man. How hard Romo... I mean, he was already going kind of crazy after that touchdown. And then he was like, oh, wait, there's a flag. He was already going pretty crazy. First down, Pollard, the give at the 12. At this point, you're just trying to kill clock. Where to get the spaced out Dacefile music? So I made that myself. I make all the music in the videos myself. I don't get it from anywhere. I play music, so I made the music myself. Like, all of it, like, the tracks I used in the documentary that I did, even in between the parts, that little riff, that was me. So I make all the videos. I take no chances in terms of like yeah, you can get stock free music, but you never know. There could be a day where they decide to claim that music. I never want to take that chance. So now handoff up the middle, Pollard down to the 17-yard line. 3rd and 5. We know there's 60-plus yarder for Aubrey. I don't think they're going to try it. Not my circus, not my monkey. That's probably what it was. It's probably what it was. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback by other YouTubers, which is great. Which is great. When it rains, it pours for Philly. When it rains, it pours. You need 2 to get less than 4 points in a points per completion league. Yeah, you're screwed. 3rd and 5. Prescott steps up, fires deep shot down the field. Gallup makes the grab. Did he keep the feet in bounds? He did. What a grab by Gallup. At the 43-yard line. 40-yard strike. And look, if you're Philly at this point, you might as well just throw the challenge flag, stop the clock at the very least. But that looked clean to me, and it was a clean catch. It was a clean catch all the way. And that will very much end the ball game. Pass on the flat, Ferguson. Flag on the play. Dak Prescott needed a game like this for his MVP case. The big knock on the Cowboys was that they have not been a very good team this year. Lost the last game to the Eagles, got steamrolled by the Niners. The argument against Dak Prescott for MVP was, all right, he has faltered against good teams in big games. This is a statement game for the Cowboys. This is a statement game. A 10-hour compilation of JJ9 streaming. He wasn't complaining about the call. He was frustrated in the sense that how can your receivers constantly let you down over and over again? It was more about that. He wasn't complaining about the call. No flag on the field, so 2nd and 3. He was complaining about the receivers being so bad. He was like, Mahomes can't keep trying to win games by himself. Yeah, 3 flags on Dallas picked up. Yeah, this has been a bizarre game officiating-wise. Number 1 seed in the NFC right now would be San Fran, yeah. Mahomes tantrum? No, there's no real... People throw sideline tantrums all the time. I mean, the tantrum was... He's upset at the situation. I mean, there's nothing to be said really about that. Handoff Pollard down to the 32-yard line. Yeah, Scooter's going to be a wild man for the next few days. Because he's been saying Eagles have been frauds for a while. And this game... Oh, jeez. A world where Scooter's right. Oh, watch the presser. Oh, I did not see the presser. I went live. Like, I was live while the presser was happening. I have not seen the presser yet. I thought I meant the throwing the helmet on the sideline. I did not see that. Handoff. Pollard. Down to the 30. 2nd and 8. Yeah, I think the presser happened while I was live, setting up for the stream, so I've not seen that yet. But, it was the right call. It was absolutely the right call. You can't line up offside like that. He was very clearly offside. Like, it was blatant, too. It was like, whole foot was over. Shawshank with a 5-er. Thank you so much again. Thank you for your generosity, Shawshank, today. Really, really means a lot. You want to play which number is smaller? Anyone else? Which number is smaller? Who do you think is winning? 13 or 30? Which number is smaller? He said the call hurt Kelsey's Hall of... What? No. It hurt his Hall of... He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's a top 5 tight end of all time, according to most people. Top 10 at the worst. Pollard down to the 26. I'll take it's a 2-minute warning. It made no difference on his Hall of Fame case. No one is going to say in their right mind. Yeah, Kelsey, he would have been a Hall of Famer if that play happened. Because it didn't. No. You want to play 30 or 13? Yeah, I think 13's smaller. I think 13's a bit smaller. And look, I think... I mean, you can't call out the refs like that. I'm assuming that they haven't seen they didn't see the replay at the time. I'm assuming once they see the replay, they realize, oh, crap, we were actually offside. I'm assuming once they see that, they'll be like, yeah, we should not have done that. You add me on Twitter. All right, I will... Oh, just saw it. Just saw it. Oh my. Whew. Yeah, that's something else. Wow. It'll be the first time it's actually sinking in. We're actually going to play on Sunday Night Football. I've never heard Carrie Underwood say her name before. I've never heard Carrie Underwood say her name. Last time I played was 2008. Faith Hill was still doing the show at that point. I've never heard Carrie Underwood say Jaguars. That is going to hit me when that happens. The symbol is not a letter. You're good. I can't, like, that's really, it's going to hit me when he does that. It's going to be insane. I honestly don't know how I'm going to be able to react to that. It's like, is Tony cut? I don't think he's going to be cut, but I'm not sure he's going to survive past this season. Like, there's certain things like you suffer for a long time. It hits you like when stuff like that happens. Like, it's been 15 years since we played on Sunday night. I was in 6th grade. And I was at that game, so I didn't hear I didn't hear Faith Hill say that. We didn't play in 07, we didn't play in 06. First game I really watched with the Jaguars was back when it was on ESPN Sunday Night Football in 2005. So I've never seen an NBC Sunday night game in Jacksonville. Panthers Saints tickets were as low as $4. That still is too much money to watch that game. Why does NBC hit the Jags? I mean, a lot of the time they just didn't give them a reason to put them on prime time. Can't really blame them for that. Small market, usually bad team. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. No real marketable players for a long time. 3rd and 4, Prescott. Just going to keep it himself. He gets sacked on the play. Hassan Reddick. But the Eagles not going to take any timeouts. This one, they know it's done and dusted. It is done and dusted. Yeah, last time the Jags were on SNF, John Madden was still, yeah. You still get Jaguar emails even though you only bought tickets to one game in 2019. Yeah. I get, like, notifications for a pizza place back in New York. Like, I think we catered from them one time for some holiday. I still get notifications. This was, like, back in 2014, and I still get notifications. I'm like, I don't live here anymore. Like, I like, the fact that you're open on Thanksgiving, like, it looks good. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to have this if I was there, but I'm across the country. The worst was I got a call once from a 904 area code. Someone called me on my phone. And I was like, oh my god, like what is this? Like, is someone on the Jaguars calling me? And then I picked it up, and they were like, hi, this is, like, North Florida research team. We want your thoughts on, like, this bill. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, yeah, I don't live in, I don't know how you got this number, because the area code's nowhere near it. I don't live in Jacksonville, never have, so I can't really comment on this. I'm sorry. And I was like so upset. I was like, are you kidding me? Like a 904, like of all the things, it was a 904 area code. I'm like, it went from 100 to 0 really, really quick. Last time the Jags on Sunday night was TNT. Maybe on ESPN a few times. I mean, we did the Bengals game 05. We did the Steelers game in 04, 2000. We pretty much closed down Three Rivers Stadium like that. We did have TNT Jaguars Packers. We did have that. Jaguars Vikings 98. We also had Sunday Night Football. Vikings dropped 50 on us that day. Jaguars Saints 99. Yeah, it's not Jaguars. It's Jaguars. It's not Jaguars. Where's the wires in there? I love it somehow Jacksonville Jaguars has 3 different pronunciations. Like, they call it the Jaguars, the Jaguars, and the Jaguars. Like, no, it's Jaguars. What teams I've seen the Jaguars against? Have I been to any road games away? Okay, so I have. I've been to MetLife for a preseason game, M&T Bank for a preseason, Gillette for a preseason game, SoFi for a regular season game. So those are the 4 that I've been away and watched the Jaguars play. What teams have I seen the Jaguars play in person? Let me think. Let me go division by division. Patriots I saw a few times. Jets I saw for preseason. I'm just going to count regular season for this. I'm just going to count regular season. Because preseason, I'm a bit iffy. Preseason, I can't remember everything that I've seen. So just counting regular season that I've seen in person. Patriots, I saw back in 2012 and 2018. The Bills, I saw back in 2008. I've not seen the Jets. I've seen them for a preseason game. They're going to try Aubrey. This one from 50 yards out. He's 2 for 2 from 50 plus today. 3 for 3 on kicks on the day. This to solidify. Special teams player of the week in the NFC. This kick is up, and of course it's good. Would you expect anything less? Would you expect anything less from Aubrey? 33-13. I'm not even going to bother updating the scoreboard anymore. It's like, okay. They're just going to run the clock out. Still perfect on the day and the season. Unbelievable. So Eagles fall to 10-3. Cowboys will be 10-3 as well. All right. Dolphins I haven't seen in person. Colts, Titans, Texans, I've seen them all. And AFC North. Ravens 2011 Monday Night Football. Steelers I've seen in 2008 and 2014. And 2018. That game was brutal. Bengals 2011 I saw them. And last week. Browns 2014. We got our first win of the season that game. So I've seen the whole AFC North. AFC West. Chiefs in 2009. Have I seen the Chargers? Raiders I saw in 2007 and 2015. 2016, I mean. 2016. Broncos. I did not see the Broncos play live. Not seen the Broncos play live. And the Chargers I have not seen live. I've not seen the Chargers live. NFC East. I've not seen the Commanders, but I've seen the Giants 06 Monday Night Football. I saw the Cowboys 06, and I saw the Eagles in 2010. NFC South Panthers I saw in person. I have not seen the Bucks for regular season. I saw them for preseason in 2017, but for regular season I have not. Saints I saw in 2019. Falcons I saw in 2015. So I've seen most of the South. NFC North I saw the Packers. Not seen the Vikings. Handoff. Yeah, they're just going to run out the clock. So I've not seen the Vikings. I've seen the Bears in 2012, and I've not seen the Lions. Then NFC West, saw the Rams in 2017, and I saw them at SoFi in 2021. Seahawks, I've not seen the Seahawks. 49ers I saw in London in 2013. And the Cardinals I saw in 2009 with Kurt Warner. So I'd say, I think, 9 teams I haven't seen? Seen most of them. Oh, yeah, the Charger playoff game. Yes, I was just seeing regular season. I keep forgetting that actually happened. I keep forgetting that game actually happened. Yes, I was at the Charger game. Yeah, I keep forgetting that game actually happened. That game was a fever dream. That game was a dream. I was just thinking regular season. I forgot. Wait a sec. Like I was at... Yeah, Bills I also saw in the playoffs. So yeah, keep forgetting about that. All right, final score 33-13. We're going to have our post-game stream. Join me in literally 5 minutes. I'll set up the stream and we will keep this party going. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys in